Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, all.
Thanks, man. Thanks for hosting the event and all the great content.
All right.
I've tracked my winnings for about 3 years. Around 72 an hour. Yeah, but some of that's 5'10". Like that's all right
With it already on or no?
Yeah.
Can we? How do we do that?
2.5 is probably.
Boom. All right.
Okay, so my 2.5 is
Yo,
70.
what's up, guys?
What's your channel name?
Bradoin.
Like I said, we'll see. I've never been in a position where.
All right, we are in Las Vegas. Just finished the meetup game, and you guys are coming in hot. It's cool. Saturday night. Cheers if you guys are having a drink. I'm having a Moscow Mule, no beer, Brian. I had some beers earlier.
Is this mine still?
I think so.
That might be the other one, yeah.
Yeah. 199 Andrew Shoemaker.
About 6 times.
Appreciate it, dude.
Every time I take a shot, I just get free.
You guys have to wear on that.
I was playing a Swift
A shirt pennant says, when's the next time you'll be at Rounders Card House in San Antonio? Good question. Not exactly sure, to be honest. Maybe in the next 6 months or so. Ben Adler. The boys are back in town. That's right. Ben Adler has he's been here. He's been to the South Point from Chicago. He's wearing a suit somewhere. Jesus. $2.99, Sean Koval, 3B. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what 3B means, but I appreciate it. How about coming to Boston, says Nikhil Rothi. Yeah, that'd be cool. Holy shit, $20, Oliver Jacobson. Round for you and Andrew on me. Thank you very much, man. I need it. Today's been a rough day. D Howitzer, $2. What was your favorite hand? My favorite hand today was Ace King. You'll see it on the vlog. I can't give too many more details other than that, but won a big pot with Ace King today, so that was cool. Lost a big pot with Ace King today too, so don't get those confused when the vlog comes out. 199 Jack Branch. When you come to New Orleans? Good question. Hopefully soon. That'd be awesome. I've never been to New Orleans. I think that would be one of my, I feel like it would be one of my favorite cities to go to, but I'm not sure. Can you guys come to Vancouver, please, says John Turford. Yeah, definitely need to come to Vancouver at some point. So we need to reach out to some casinos there. What's the best casino to go to in Vancouver? Let us know. San Jose. We're coming out to Grayton Casino. That's as close as we're getting to San Jose in the next couple months. We'll be there November 15th and November 16th. So come check out Grayton Casino. Brian Perez says, favorite YouTuber, come to Detroit.
Dude,
This guy.
I don't want that.
This guy's from the D, straight from the D. We're trying to make that happen. What's going on with Detroit?
We're just gonna do it next year.
Just gonna do it.
You guys will see us in Detroit next year, 100%.
If no casinos want us to come out there, we're gonna make it happen anyway.
We're just gonna show up. They can't stop all of us at the same time.
Oliver Jacobson. Tip the staff too. We will do that.
Tip the staff.
Appreciate it.
That's good. Classic guy looking out for the staff.
When you head into Sydney, Australia, says Color Wheel. You want to take this one?
Well, it's a good question. We were hoping to be in Melbourne in January, but it looks like that's unlikely to not happening at the moment. So sadly, we don't know yet, but we're gonna keep trying. We can try for later in the year, or our springtime into our fall. We just gotta keep trying. Gotta keep plugging away, Brad.
Yep. That's what we got to do. $5. D Howitzer, second donation of the night from this gentleman. Meetup game at MGM in Washington, D.C.
Maybe next year, not this year, but we're gonna have to chat about it. I mean, Maryland Live has been a good base for us so far, so
we'll be there December 10th.
Yeah,
Maryland Live.
Coming out to Maryland Live again. Hopefully, what's his name? D something? D Howitzer. D Howitzer. Hopefully, we'll see you in December on December 10th. But who knows? Maybe next year for the other one, MGM.
Jasper Schwartz. $1.99. You were my inspiration for making my YouTube videos. I think that's Andrew.
You're my inspiration for making my YouTube videos. Nah, I think he's talking to you. He's talking to you. He would say me.
Indirectly from Andrew. Andrew's my inspiration for making my YouTube videos. So
We're all
regardless,
we're all inspired by somebody.
it's all
Hey,
it
someone
all
says.
it all goes back to Andrew.
So, I mean, like I said, I have my
Is
inspiration.
Andrew Lebanese? He is Lebanese. He's a quarter Lebanese.
Good guess.
I know that. I
Amazing
crush
guess.
that.
There's Alex in the
Boom. Boom.
That's right, quarter Lebanese. Shout out to Lebanon.
I wonder how much, what percentage of Andrew Nemi I know.
What percentage you know? Like of my entire
of your life,
existence?
of just your life. 93%.
I would guess less.
I'll take the over.
If we keep doing meetup games, though, you'll earn a higher and higher percentage.
We've been roommates for several times.
That's right. We never shared a bed though, did we?
God, I hope not.
Did we ever sink that low?
No.
I don't think we ever shared
We
a bed.
never. Were we
should-
close? Did we ever have like a room where they're like it's one queen
Yeah.
or one king?
Yeah.
And then we're like, we're not gonna do this.
Yeah.
Where was that?
I don't remember.
But I feel like that happened where they're
Yeah.
just like it's
We had
it's
to
a
make
one
some-
king.
we had to make
Yes,
some
where
phone
was
calls.
that? Fuck.
Well, there was
Okay.
a time in Austin, but
Okay.
they had to pull out couch, so that counts. As
Oh
a second
yeah, that's
bed.
right. So that happened in Austin. Also at Grayton, we almost had to share a room the last time we were there because they told me that they didn't have the suites for us. They told me they didn't have any rooms, and I was like, okay, well that's fine for me because I can just sleep at my parents' house.
Yeah.
But
We're never
you're gonna
gonna-
have to. You were coming with Boosie, and I was like, this is not really gonna work well.
I mean, these are, very first world problems. So there's plenty of rooms probably nearby the Grayton Casino where we could have found a room. There's motels and stuff nearby.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, no, we haven't shared a bed.
No. We've not.
That wasn't even their question. I brought that up.
Brad,
Scott
you
Behringer.
seem very intelligent. Did you go to college? And for what did you plan as career?
He did go to college.
Bad read. I'm a retard.
Hey, you're not supposed to.
I know. I'm not allowed to say that word.
Yeah, that's not our
it's
word.
Not. It's not politically correct.
Yeah.
But
So it's a bad habit.
I got my master's in accounting. I'm a CPA. Andrew's leaving me. But yeah, I was not cut out for the corporate world. That's for sure. Good read actually. All right, $9.99. Andrew Shoemaker, love you guys. Love you. You're the best. You're always coming in, always bombing away with the donations. I appreciate that. That's real cool. Gero 327. When are you coming to Deadwood? We'll be there Friday, November 8th. So I'm not sure what stakes we'll be playing yet, but yeah, we will be in Deadwood, South Dakota, which I'm excited about. Should be fun. All right. Let's see what else we have here. $1.99. Ryan Kilpeck. Come on to Central New York to Turning Stone or Rivers. I believe Turning Stone's like northern New York. That's like pretty close to the Syracuse airport. I've driven by there before. Haven't played at Turning Stone, but would love to. Rivers, I'm not sure where Rivers is exactly, but yeah, it'd be real cool to come out to New York and make something happen. Oliver Jacobson, $5. How much will I send? Come to Minnesota, Canterbury Park. I'm a dealer there. That'd be great. I hear that it's a $100 spread limit at Canterbury Park. So that makes it kind of rough for no limit games. But I know you guys had those tournaments there where they're like timed and they're basically like no limit games. But like as soon as the time runs out, you cash out for how many tournament chips you have. So it's a little loophole that you guys have there. So that'd be cool. Dan Lorman, $2. Love your vlogs, even though I've never played poker. Wow, that's real cool. That's awesome when like people haven't played poker and they still watch the videos. That's awesome, man. Thanks a lot. All right, let's see what we got. Donation, $1.99. Jack Branch, best 1-3 game in country. NOLA, come Mardi Gras. Yeah, that'd be cool to go to New Orleans. I would love to do that. I've never been. I really want to go. It's one of the like top 5 cities I'd like to go in the U.S. Minnesota's up there too, actually. We have 50 DKK. I have no idea what currency that is. Hey Nimi and Brad. Nimi, did you open that package from Denmark? So I assume DKK is Denmark. Something starts with a K. Krona? Hey, Andrew. Question for you, sir.
288. Hey, Nimi, Brad. Nimi, did you open that package from Denmark where you guys get to know each other? Brian. I don't think so yet. I do have some packages that I need to open that have been sitting in my inbox for a little while now.
Yeah.
He could be referencing one of those packages. Probably is, I'd imagine.
All right.
So I need to crack some packages open.
What is the Denmark currency? Kroner?
Danish kroner, I think.
Danish kroner. All right. We have $20. James
Dang.
McGoldrick. Need you to say Go Stros. Go Stros.
And what do you know? The donation shows up in orange as well.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I feel like you guys playing that. Just the Astros fans. So I think, what is it, 2-1 now, the series? Did the Astros win yesterday?
I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, I know they were down 2-0. I actually went to Houston. I was there for the Astros versus the Red Sox. All 3 games in Houston. Astros got wrecked against Boston last year, and I apologize for that. I was rooting for the Astros, but I'm sure the Boston fans appreciated me jinxing them. But I hope the Astros make it a series at least. You know, it's kind of cool to see Washington like had their first World Series ever and to do well. Like they've just kind of come out of nowhere, so that's been entertaining to watch. Ben Adler. $1.99. Brad, how often, if ever, do you play mixed games? I almost never play mixed games. I played probably 2 or 3 times in my life, but I should play more. Dollar from Magician. Canadian dollar. Says nothing. He's just like, here's a Canadian dollar, because they're not worth a lot. RC Trip. This guy, right over here. Boom. $9.99. Doesn't say anything. He's wearing Kansas City jersey, big Patrick Mahomes fan, and me too, because he's Patrick Mahomes on my fantasy team. So hopefully he comes back healthy. We need him to. We need to get the W, guys. We need to win this league that I'm in. $1.99 from Andrew Shoemaker. When will we see some short deck? That's a good question. So Upswing just came out with a short deck course, which is pretty cool. So I want to check that out. And we'd like to do a meetup game with some short deck included. It's just tough because these meetup games, everybody knows Hold'em, so it kind of just makes sense to just fire in the Hold'em. Got a good question from Lou D0504. Are you drunk? No, but I'm trying to get there. All right, Andrew. You gotta get in this, man. They want to see. They want to see Andrew.
I'm chatting with these guys from New York City.
Yeah, there's 300 people here waiting for you to chat with them.
Okay. Look, New York City fellows. What's up, dudes? Oh, Ed Bayhall in the chat. Here, get a shout out to these guys. There you go. Hey,
guys.
Hey, some more muggers over here. Muggers to the left, muggers to the right. What's going on, guys? Play cards though. We did play cards. We played cards for 6.5 hours, and now we are chilling, winding it down. Andrew Nimi has a dad bod belly gut. I think you're just saying that because
Because you're jealous.
because I'm on
That's
an
why.
abs mission. I'm on the 4 months to abs challenge, and I think you're just trolling me. Rude. James McGoldrick says $10 to get drunk. You don't have to encourage Brad. He's,
You have to encourage me.
You do? He
No.
does? They do? I don't think so.
But
That's,
I do have to be a little bit more responsible. Today I was pretty responsible so far.
That's good. I was too. I think like these blue moons help me keep it low key.
Yeah, I've been trying to stay off the IPAs lately, just to start later in the meetup games to drink. You know.
Yeah. Johnson Hypnoa, I think, is asking if you partake in edibles.
Andrew had me take edibles one time in Portland.
Was it Portland?
Yeah.
Yes, it was Portland. Yeah. That was uneventful though. There's no story there.
It wasn't. There wasn't. I don't really feel it much when I take edibles.
Keep
to be
trying.
honest.
Just keep trying. Never give up.
Trying.
Astros are up.
8-1 in Game 4. Come on up to New England.
Yeah.
All right, so
Chris,
the
we need
game's
to do
going
that.
on right now. apparently.
There's another
So,
mugger.
did the Astros win last night? Can somebody tell me that?
You probably want to say thanks again to James, though.
Hey, thanks, James.
$10.
$10. Appreciate it.
$10. Chris dropped $1.99. That's pretty cool. Justy $12.20, $2.99. Y'all need to come to New England, US for mugs soon. Good point. You make a good point there, Justy $12.20. We're working on something. This special event, hoping to make happen.
These are both mine?
Yeah. But it's very slow developing. Once we get the first one approved and done, then we'll be able to do it more often, and it'll be cool.
Right here. Fred F.
I'm moving to Vegas to become a poker pro with life savings. Is that a good move, guys? Tough to say, Fred. I say
no, Fred. Don't do it.
Generally, poker in Vegas is a little bit tougher than everywhere else in the U.S. But if you are really intrigued by Las Vegas and you've thought about Vegas for a long time, and you visited, and you really want to see what it's like living here, then maybe it's a good move. You know,
Yeah,
good
just
life
make sure
move.
if you do. Vegas is great for a lot of reasons. So like cost of living is very low.
Yeah.
A lot of entertainment. Tough to find friends. That's why, and the games are not the best in the country. So for those reasons,
You're out.
for those reasons, I'm out. No, it's up to you. If you love Vegas, like then
If it's solely for poker, probably not. If Vegas is very intriguing, give it a whirl. You can always move again. It's not a big deal. So go ahead, give it a shot if that's what you're into. I do want to touch on this real quick. You guys are intentionally avoiding Stones and Mike Postle questions. Okay, all good. I get it. You guys have interest in those then. Magician. So I actually recorded for my next vlog, the vlog before this meetup game, which I'm going to edit tomorrow. I talked about that, the Mike Postle thing. Brad and I did a live stream on my channel where we got
talked
into
about it a lot.
We got into the whole thing. The live stream is like over 2 hours though, so I know it's tough to go in there and dig it out and see what exactly we had to say about it. So that's why I wanted to record something in a vlog. But the thing is, we don't really have that much to add to it. There's some other people that are doing a lot of really good research on it, such as Joe Ingram and Veronica Brill brought it all to light, and then like Doug Polk and Matt Berkey and some smart people. They chimed in on it and did some research, and we didn't play against Mike Postle. We think cheating is bad. It's tough to like think of anything really insightful to add to it since we weren't there. We were at Stones, but
I think people just want us to, it seems very unlikely at this point that he wasn't cheating. There's not really that much to add past that.
No, it looks
to be
pretty
honest.
clear cut.
So, 1999, Bill Varakakis. Guys, I love your vlogs. It gets me through my night shifts. I know you guys are still shooting for Atlantic City. But when are you guys heading to Maryland Live? Take care, boys. Run it up. We're going out there to Maryland Live December 10th.
Run it up.
So that's going to be really fun. Thanks a lot for the $19.99. Huge donation there. Appreciate it a lot. We would love to get to the Northeast, and we might have something going on a little bit northern than Maryland Live at some point soon.
Yeah.
So stay in touch.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
Nice message and donation, Bill V.
Yeah, maybe before December 10th. That's the goal.
If there's any specific questions you guys have about that Postle thing, I'm all ears. But
Yeah.
I just really don't know what else I can add to it. Just a little teaser of what I said in the vlog that I recorded. There is a positive that comes from it, and that is that it's really cool that the poker community can sort of eventually, it took a little while, but eventually suss this thing out and come together and compile the data and police itself, So there's a silver lining there, I guess. And even though it's a negative thing, it's not the best, reason to have attention on the poker community, but I don't know, people like drama and there's a lot of interest in this story. So, I don't know. It comes back to the question is the bad publicity not worth it or whatever and all that stuff. So, I don't know. What can you say?
$24.99. The Shoop coming in Chip leading this whole thing.
Dang.
All right, boys, it looks like I may play poker for the very first time when you come up to Grayton. Likely the 340 tournament. As always, may you have the time of your life. Have a few blue moons on me. Hey,
Nice.
that's awesome. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I think that's the coolest thing about doing the vlogs. It's like feeling like maybe we're helping the poker community in general, getting new players in and making it like a less intimidating environment. So that's real cool. If you do come up to Grayton, that is my hometown casino, and I'm really excited for that. That'll be Saturday, November 16th. We'll be playing the 340 tournament, and Friday, November 15th, we'll be doing the 2-5. So if you guys are in the Bay Area, come check that out.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool message. It looks like I may play poker for the very first time when you come up to Grayton. That's awesome. You'll be pleased. And you'll be happy if you play with Brad Owen. You'll assume it's his first time too.
Yeah, that's how I play. Play like it's my first time every time. $1.99 from Eldon Traub. Bellagio married guy here with wife.
Hey,
Does that mean you got married at
I
Bellagio?
think that's the guy who got married at Bellagio. He's mentioned that a couple times.
Okay. All right, well, very cool, man. Well, thanks for the donation, guys. Let's see what else we got. We got 322 people. Wow, Ed Mayhall, $20. Brad deserves 20 now, and then 2. It was great hanging out with you two in Houston finally. So Ed has made like a lot of donations throughout. How long? We've been doing this for 3 years now.
Yeah.
You just passed the 3-year mark.
That's right.
Cheers, man.
Hey, cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers to Ed Mayhall.
Yes, that's pretty wild. But Ed has been making donations for the live streams. We finally met him in Houston, which was cool. We got a meal with him. Played the tournament that we did out there, so that was cool. After seeing him on the chat for many years.
He's got a great sense of humor. This Ed Mayhall. He's like got that sneaky, witty, sly, hilarious comment that comes out of nowhere. Hey, Andrew, we just saw Andrew.
Yeah.
That's funny. And now he's chatting. He was
Happy
chatting in
3
real
years.
life, and now he's chatting online. Thanks, Andrew. Schumacher, I think.
Thomas Thompson says, "Hey Brad, first time catching you on stream. Is that a real name, Thomas Thompson?
First time what on stream?
Catching you on stream."
Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, it's always
Tim Thompson, Thomas Thompson's brother, says Brad has got a man crush on Andrew. I do, man. Look at this guy's handsome face here.
Are you bummed that we never got to share that bed?
Yeah. If you guys are just tuning in, you might not get that, but
That's right. I forgot about that. Johnny Vibes, homeless or on poker adventure? I think the latter. He called it homeless, meaning no home base. The only base is his Tesla car, I think, right?
the guy's doing great.
Yeah, he's doing
Homeless,
great.
not a real thing. He's
Yeah,
got a
it's
home
just-
wherever he goes. He can pretty much hit up anybody and be
Yeah.
like, "Can I stay on your couch?"
All right,
And
he's
someone
homeless.
will be like,
Nah, he's
"Yeah."
homeless. He's
Yeah.
bust out. Living on the streets.
I think homeless implies like broke.
Let's
and
start
that's
a
not the
rumor.
case.
Let's start a good, solid rumor.
Johnny Vibes, broke,
Busto.
homeless,
You heard it here first.
lives on the streets.
Backers dropped him.
He's doing great. He's doing just fine.
Dan Sparger
from
sending
Utah.
love from Utah.
Dan has a costume. Was planning on coming out to the. Oh shit! We didn't give out the. Prize.
That's right. We gotta. I think he's still playing poker. The winner of the costume contest,
Yeah.
is gonna win some money. But yeah, what's up, Dan Sparger? Hope you're enjoying camping in Utah. Benjamin Adler says, "Hey Dan, hey guys, show some support. Yell at parkour. I'm not gonna yell it, but I'll say parkour.
Parkour.
Andrew, what's your new ab routine? I don't have an ab routine. I'm just trying to actually pay attention to what I'm eating, and by pay attention I mean
Blue moons.
trying to pay attention at least. But yeah, all the boring stuff, counting calories and counting macros and
Are you doing that?
all that
Counting
stuff.
macros.
Yeah.
Dan Sky, $4.99. Any Boston area meetup games on the schedule for 2020?
Not officially, but very likely will be there. Very likely, at least Massachusetts
Or New
slash
Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Yeah.
One of those two, if not both.
Yeah.
Dan Sparger, miss you too, buddy. Let's see here. What kind of drink? I'm on the Blue Moon. Brad is on the Moscow Mule.
Yep.
What about Detroit Mug? Says Abraham. That will happen in next year as well, 2020. So we're gonna make that happen one way or another.
I miss Tells.
Dave
K. I miss
Spartan.
Tells.
The Spartan Dave K says I miss Tells.
Straight from Michigan State.
Yeah, man.
It's your brethren.
Thanks for saying so. We got the newsletter. We got the Keeping in Touch newsletter, but we'll see. We might fire up Tells again. I think there's an above average chance, so hopefully that happens. James EC.
Hey guys, just got on. What's the good word or all the news that's fit to print? Is this enough for 2 beers? Yeah, man. We can do 2 beers. We can stretch $9.99 into 2 beers, I think. Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. Max Sciara says, Lucky Chances mug. We are going to Grayton, so Lucky Chances in the South Bay. We're gonna be going up to the North Bay. So if you're in the Bay Area, come on out to that one. Grayton is one of my absolute favorite casinos. Hometown meetup game. It's actually my dad's birthday, November 16th. So I'm excited for that.
Yo, RC Trip, why don't you come over here and say hi to the stream? RC Trip. Sometimes,
RC Trip.
What's up, guys? Very often commenting in the stream. Now he's front and center.
Donated $9.99 earlier. Reason
What a legend.
he's retiring in 40 days from the Air Force. So putting in his 20 years and is getting the fuck out.
It's all true.
All
of that is true. Nice.
Respect.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations, man. What's
Appreciate
that like to do 20 years at a job? And then just being like,
It's a lot of questionable decisions. For 20
Yeah.
years.
well,
We like to hang out with people who make questionable decisions around here.
yeah. What's the longest job you've ever had?
Poker,
For how long?
10 years.
10 years, yeah. So double that. That's
Can't even fathom it. Can't.
it's hard.
It seems extremely unlikely that it'll happen.
Does it?
Yeah. 10 years of this shit?
Yeah.
Can't make it.
Brad,
Can't
you
Hard.
wanted
It's
to
rough. Sure, man.
another Moscow Moon also.
I'll do a Blue Moon.
Actually, 4 Blue Moons.
All right, perfect. Oliver Jacobson, $27. I will not be outdone. LOL, you are correct about Minnesota with the spread limit. We have survivors to get around it. Best card room in the Midwest. All right, we're gonna have to go to Canterbury. We'll have to check that out at some point. So
New chip leader in the stream?
yeah, we got a new chip leader.
The streamament?
Yeah,
Will not be outdone, he says.
I like that tenacity.
Yeah, we'll have to look into Minnesota. That'd be pretty cool. Since I've never been to Minnesota, Brad's never been to Minnesota. Or
I haven't. No, well, I flew into the airport one time.
The headquarters of Target.
Is that right?
Yes.
Really? How do you know this? This guy.
I know a
he's
thing or two about Target.
Renaissance man. He knows.
I know a thing or two about Target.
He knows it all.
Benjamin Adler. But that's pretty sweet, Oliver Jacobson. Love to come see you guys up there. Benjamin Adler, guys, correct strategy for drinking at an open bar, more of a religious experience and want to do it right. Went to a wedding last night and am hungover. Correct strategy for drinking at an open bar.
I hope that there's a Ben Adler vlog at some point. Because I would love to follow that guy around for like
Even like a
month.
a blog would be great.
Yeah.
I think I would read the Ben Adler blog. Correct strategy. Honestly,
For an open bar?
Honestly, Ben Adler, I feel like me giving you advice would be like a 1-2 player giving a 5-10 player advice in this particular question.
Yeah. I had a bad experience at an open bar at a wedding one time. And I've actually talked about it
Okay.
on stream before.
I've heard this story. It's a good story.
So, no, we're not going to get into it now.
Yeah.
But, hey, thanks, man. Cheers. Get in here. Our New York friends hooking it up with some beers.
What's up, community?
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Brad. Cheers, Andrew.
Boom.
We're gonna go play.
What's up, live stream?
We're gonna go play home games with these guys at some point.
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Cheers to you guys if you're at home having a beer as well. Cheers. Press 1 if you're having a beer with us. We'll see.
Playing any celebrities in poker?
A lot of ones in here. A lot of ones, having a beer. Someone pressed a 2, that means he's having a fake beer, or he's so drunk that he hit the wrong number.
I don't know if I believe all these people. Do you think they're honest? I mean, it is Saturday.
I think if they're not honest, they're hitting a 1 in spirit with us.
That's fair. That's fair. Andrew Shoemaker, he hit 1. Isn't he driving home with his family right now?
Yeah,
Let's catch the movie.
That was over.
Oh, yeah? Oh, Ben Adler, he remembers the story of wisdom and morality, which I appreciate.
Good guy. That's
pretty
pretty
cool.
Paying attention to details.
He gets an A+.
He does.
It's a long time ago. I don't even know when we talked about that exactly, but all right, $2 from Francis Frio. Hey guys, how's it going? It's going great. You just gave us $2, which I appreciate. Say jambalaya. All right.
Say jambalaya.
Yeah, that's what it said in there.
Done.
Done.
We like
Both of
to,
us did. We both said say jambalaya.
Yeah, we like to, make people's wishes come true here.
Teddy Bostani says Brad. And that was it. Said it twice. 3 times. All right, man. Tell us where you guys are from in the chat, so we have an idea of where to go for the next meetup game.
Because he could be a YouTube star.
So that was like a
Julia Rose says Brad Scruffy. Little bit. Got a little bit going on. Haven't shaved in a couple days. It doesn't look good after this length, so I'm gonna have to shave soon.
Because I just seen a meme probably a week ago, and it was
A lot of Australian people in the chat.
right, and there was probably 200 guys.
London.
trying to serve
Fester says London, mate. Yeah, we're going to London January 23rd through the 26th. Asper's Casino. That's gonna be awesome. All right, here's a good one for you. Drake's new favorite team, $2. What did you guys think of Ryan DePaulo in person?
What do we think of Ryan DePaulo in person?
Yeah.
Why is that a good one for me?
You know him a little bit better than I do.
Do I?
He said some nice tweets about Andrew as well. I had a nice YouTube title about Andrew.
So I think he's generally a funny guy. I think he's
Like a good-hearted guy.
I think he's like, he wears his heart on his sleeve. You know, he just is who he is. He's not one to bullshit or whatever. He says what he thinks, and you get what you get. With that comes a little bit of like rawness and in-your-faceness. But he's there to capture things and share them with an audience, and that's what you get with Ryan DePaulo.
There you go. Summed it up perfectly. No, I think it can come off as a little bit abrasive at times. If you don't know him, if you don't know what you're in for, you're not expecting it. So he's gotten into a few little incidences, whether it be with Borgata or Doug Polk, but I think he's like a good-hearted guy for the most part, and
Yeah, I think he means well. He gets a little excited, you know.
I think he could probably tone it back and be, just as successful in his field or whatever.
I think that I think when Brad and I make a video or we act on a concept, we have a concept that we sort of have a vision for and how we want it to play out and pan out in the long run. I think Ryan is one of those guys where he's just guerrilla recording. Things happen as it happens, and then here it is. Here's what I recorded, and here's my thoughts on it.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's just a different style.
But I think it can get him into trouble at times.
Right. Especially when you're dealing with casinos, you know?
Yeah. Eldon Trop says, "Who dat? Who dat?
I don't know. Who's that?
That Andrew." All right, let's see here. 1999, Dwayne Wilson from Sacramento area. Through T could do a live stream from Stones. What does that mean? From Sacramento area through T. Where's T?
I'm just now reading.
Could do a live stream from Stones. I think they're asking like when we'll do a live stream from Stones or something.
Maybe like something about the death of Stone's live streams or something, because he sent a sad face. Not exactly sure, but probably nothing in the near future from Stones, unfortunately, because we enjoyed it. We enjoyed our time there. Gotta wait for the other shoe to drop and see what happens, and even then, you know, it's gonna be
It's a weird time to do anything at Stones, obviously, with everything going on. We don't know who's involved, so we are not going to be going there until things get resolved a little bit, until there's some clarity on the whole Mike Postel situation. And even then, after that, like, it's probably not, like, going to be real beneficial for us to be associated with Stones, to be honest, so
it's
going to be a little while.
It sucks because there was some, you know, like a lot of embracing the new media formats of sharing the game of poker.
And why wouldn't you? If you're
Yes, there you go. I set you up for that one.
yeah.
Andrew Shoemaker. You must have me confused with a different Andrew Shoemaker. The other one is an imposter. I wasn't there tonight, so come to Columbus.
It's different Andrews here tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
I don't know his last name, but it's Andrew as well. And it might start with an S.
My bad.
His last name.
My bad. I'm
But
dumb.
it was an honest mistake.
I'm dumb. I need some
Honest
sleep.
mistake.
Hi from Lebanon. I saw Lebanon in the chat.
Lebanon. Have you ever been to Lebanon?
No, sadly,
No?
I wish.
Have you ever been anywhere like around the area?
I've never been to the Middle East.
Is Lebanon considered like the Middle East for sure?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm not too in tune with all the world geography. But Francis Friel, $2. Come to Oklahoma, guys.
We were talking about
Did we talk to someone?
Windstar.
Did we talk to anybody in Tulsa or no?
There was a lady
For a
who
little
was.
while?
Yeah, we did.
What
but
about Tulsa Hard Rock or something?
make it happen?
All right, $3.99. Eldon Trop. Who dat? Equals New Orleans Saints. Baggio guy.
There you go. Now we know. Thanks,
You know
Elton.
exactly who that is.
I've heard of that New Orleans Saints phrase.
New Orleans Saints. They're doing great this year. I think they're
Have you ever seen that?
6-1.
Have you ever seen that video where the dog was like howling? It was like ooh, and then it was like a bunch of people watching a football game and they're all like that. And it was like woo, and they were like that. And you do it over and over again. Oh, I gotta send it to you. It was good.
Yeah. Some Lebanon love. A lot of
Yeah,
Lebanon
that's awesome.
love. Hi from
Teddy
Lebanon.
Boostany. Teddy Boostany. That's cool.
What's up?
Hope you guys are enjoying some meat pies, spinach pies, some kibbies, some grape leaves.
Julio Padilla. Brad, what you sipping on? A couple things here. I've got a great assortment of things. This is a vodka tonic. This is a Moscow Mule. This is a Blue Moon. So we are going back and forth. Cheers, man.
And I played the 2-5 over and it did.
Monkey Face. Wow. We are not going to say that name.
Okay. Carrying on. Del Pietro. Yes, look at the least. There you go. Lebanon is not in Afghanistan, but maybe Brian is in Afghanistan.
J-Rad. Brad. Favorite brand of whiskey? I'm not a big whiskey drinker, to be honest. I'm a big vodka fan. It's kind of my...
Vodka fan.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Are you a big whiskey guy?
Look at that. My percentage of Brad knowledge just went up.
Yeah, every time we live stream, we learn more about each other.
I didn't know that.
Do you think we learn more about each other from the live stream
Probably, yeah.
than like anything else?
Yeah.
$2.99 from Andrew Nemi. Hey, isn't Andrew Nemi awesome?
Wow, that's cool. Thanks, Andrew. That's nice.
Did you
of that
send
guy to
this?
say.
Did you send this?
What do you mean? That's just a nice, friendly
I
message.
mean, there's your name. There's your
That's
picture.
cool. Hey, cheers. Thanks.
Cheers
a
to
lot.
that guy.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Andrew Nemi.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hey, also, this is a question that I have for you. Where did you get that picture from? Because it's
I
on
took it.
everything.
It's a selfie.
It's a selfie.
Yeah.
You look like maybe you were doing the Iditarod or something, and you took a selfie in black and white like halfway through it.
Is that like a bicycle race or something?
It's a
car
dog sled race through
Dog sled
Alaska.
race. That's right.
Like, it looks like it was very cold wherever you
I
were.
took that at Red Rock Casino.
And you hadn't shaved
I took that in the Red Rock
for
poker
3
room,
months.
in the poker room at Red Rock.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Like before you did the vlogs? Because you've
Yeah.
had this picture forever for everything.
Yeah, before I did the vlogs.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate the $2.99.
You're welcome.
All right. Overland Global, $2.99. At Mike Harry is behind you. Pro poker player.
What's up now?
Is one of you guys Mike Who Cheese Harry? Is that any of you?
No.
All right.
Overland something or other is lying.
Liar. You've been.
Who cheese Harry?
I don't know.
Who
Hello,
cheese Harry?
Andrew and Brad. Greetings from Lima, Peru.
Harry? There's no Harry here.
I feel like we're getting played. We're getting wrecked.
You know that, right?
Yeah, we're getting punked. All right, so thoughts on Mike Postel, bro? Hey, if Joe Ingram happens to be listening, he sent me multiple texts saying that he was coming tonight. The dude is a flake. I'm calling him out right now. This is not the first time. He said he was going to my 30th birthday. We're bringing that back up. No, Joe Ingram, the stuff that he's done. Shit, is this not working? The stuff that he's been doing with the whole Postel stuff is incredible. So, kudos to him, and I don't even know.
Absolutely incredible.
I don't think there's enough that we can say to thank Joe Ingram enough. Agreed.
Joe's
But
the
also, if you say you're gonna show up to something, you better fucking show up to something, Joe. So thank you,
Thank you.
but Joey,
Oh,
for everything he's been doing.
He's busy, man.
Here's the legit one. Isn't Andrew Nemi awesome? Says
Hey.
Oliver Jacobson.
Hey, Oliver.
$2.99.
Thanks, Oliver
Respect.
Jacobson.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's good. That's a cool thing we just started there.
You like that? When we cheers the phone? All right, Limo's 21, $15 Canadian. That is roughly equivalent to $1.25 US. In honor of Brunson. Love your videos. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I will.
You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it on a
You
vlog.
gotta remember.
I gotta remember, which is gonna be the tough part of this
Place
scenario.
Induced next poker vlog. When's your next poker vlog gonna be recorded?
Well, I recorded one tonight.
Yeah. But
Next one recorded probably South Dakota.
Okay, so you have to remember this 2 weeks from now. You should set a reminder in your phone for that time.
Julia Rose.
You're not gonna do it, are you?
We played no. It's gonna be hard to remember. But if
That's
you,
what I'm saying. Actually set a
I know.
reminder.
All right, Julia Rose.
I'll try to remind Brad when we're there.
We played with her at the G-Nug.
That's right.
Just to even out the score. Isn't Brad Owen awesome? I appreciate that very much. And she was supposed
She
to come
doubled-
tonight. She told me that she was going to do, what was it? Like she was going to do some face paint. It said favorable on one side and like Bradley dollars on the other one. But she bailed on us, and so
Maybe she was with Joe Ingram.
Yeah, she's probably Joe. She's probably
She
Joe
added
Ingram
$2
right now.
to the her saying isn't Brad awesome versus my $2 or someone's $2.
Yeah.
That other Andrew Nugent. Anyway, see you
10
guys in Grayton in a couple weeks. Miss you from Seattle. It says Boogeyman 1987.
$10.
What year were you born in?
88. You are coming up.
I was collecting baseball cards from 1987 and 88 and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, Andrew.
When you were like just coming out of the womb.
Yeah.
Tops 87 was a great year. That was fun.
Yeah, how much are those baseball cards worth now?
Nothing.
Yeah, because
But it was
baseball
fun.
cards are a terrible investment.
Yeah.
Don't ever invest in baseball cards.
It was fun at the time. Now it's all about basketball cards
But you're about to turn 40, man.
and shoes. Yeah.
What's that like?
Fucked up.
Is it? What are your thoughts on like turning 40?
It's a little bit terrifying, but I actually like can't wait for it to happen, and then it'll be like no big deal, and then we can get back to business as usual.
Yeah, but you're like a 25-year-old, 40-year-old.
Am I? Yeah, I guess so. Because I have
What do you- what
because
is
I
your
have no
thought on,
kids
like-
and no money, or what?
No. I think it's like I think you want to have like a young mindset as long as you can,
Yeah,
right?
sure. What is a young mindset?
Like enjoying things and like you go out and explore a lot.
Okay.
Like you haven't given up on anything.
Oliver says I look good for 53.
Yeah, you do look good for 53.
I haven't given up on anything.
I mean, like you haven't. You're doing what you want to do, right? For the most part, you know, we're doing these meetup games. Life's pretty good. We travel a lot.
Yeah.
And you play poker like you're your own boss. That's pretty cool. You
Williams.
got a fiance, you know, that you love, and like I'm
That's true.
Like we're in an ideal world.
It's
Turning
getting deep
40,
over here, guys.
I think turning 40 is, or like turning like any age, is bad when you're not where you want to be. But if
Yeah.
you're where you want to be at that age, then life's pretty good.
I mean, I definitely can't complain about it. I was like, you know, working on a completely different career before I even started playing poker. So that's always going to set you back, like when you compare it to some other people that have been doing the same thing or working in the same field their entire life. But I definitely have no regrets about that. So I think that's the important part, is having no regrets about it. You know,
Yeah. Should we go to the No Regrets bar after this?
where's that?
Ever been there?
Where's that?
It's by my house actually,
Oh, it's like,
on the west side. West side.
not tonight, but another time.
Yeah.
Because I looked down at the receipt. and it says-
William says, I take it that Andrew is the organized one and Brad is the one usually late. I think it's the other way around. Like, my family has always been late with everything. You know, like going to a family dinner or, you know, family of sleeping in and shit.
There's not a lot
I think we're both on time for things. I don't think there's been a time where I'm like, oh, Andrew's late for this. Except for
I mean,
some,
like-
some running up meetings.
Yeah, we've gone to like the Run It Up office where like I'm actually a part of like Team Run It Up and Brad's there like on time and
Not officially part of running up.
I'm 20 minutes late for the meeting.
You're not that late. You're like 5-10 minutes late.
So there was
Never- never-
Always late, though.
You sent us a text.
and there was the Beau Rivage, but
Yeah, it's true. I usually get a text when I'm going to be late, which is always. Hey, you guys are right down the street from the arcade bar thing. Go play some Pac-Man and stream from there.
call for my name and address, and I would
It's tough to move the stream. You're getting weird text messages from
Yeah.
from odd numbers.
It means we're way out of the data. I owe.
Oh yeah, that's what that means.
So I just got
You have overage.
Oh yeah.
I have unlimited data.
What a dream.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you don't need
Because-
to brag.
Well, the
I have to
thing
pay
is-
$15 right now just because
Guys, send $15 for Brad's AT&T bill. What is it? Verizon bill. See, I'm on AT&T. The thing is, that's the benefit of being older, is that I got grandfathered into the unlimited data package that I've had.
sick brag.
Yeah, that's why I'll never change anything about my
Hey, you know
phone.
what we did for my 30th birthday? We went out to Gold Spike. What are we doing for your 40th, dude?
Probably going to the Gold Spike.
Are we? That'd be fun.
Benjamin Adler sends you $4.99.
and a cola from back in the day.
Appreciate that. Where are you going? You're out now?
I need a break.
Needs a break. He's been following the chat too much. All right, let's go. $7.99 from Overland Global. I'm afraid to read this because Overland Global has not been particularly respectful with some of the donation things. All right, but this is, in all seriousness, when you come to Australia, can you try to beat a whale player here, cash game player, only his instru is whatever. Not gonna read that. I don't know what it says. Yeah, so we were trying to go to Australia for Aussie Millions, but it didn't work out. So it's unfortunate. Really want to try to make it to Australia at some point in 2020. So we'll see. Jordan Nerney says, Brad, I hope you're going a sick heater. The vlog is my favorite, bud. Good work. Spelled favorite with a U, so I assume he's from the UK or somewhere else. It's cool. Yeah, poker's been rough lately, like it's not a lie. Next poker vlog, I'm not excited to put out, which is why it's been taking me a long time to put it out. And I'm gonna work on it soon. I lose big, biggest loss ever actually. So if you're here watching this at this point, then you're gonna get a sneak peek. Maybe you don't need to watch the next vlog actually, because you know I lose big time.
not to drastically change the subject on that important message, but speaking of Joe Ingram, so here's Joe Ingram's Twitter. Yeah, I don't know if you can read that. There's no way to change the exposure. Anyway, Joe Ingram invited Andrew Yang, who is a candidate for president on the Democratic side, onto the podcast, on Joe's podcast, because Andrew Yang was talking about how online poker is only legal in 4 states, and as a result of that, people end up playing on the black market. So just because it's not legal doesn't mean people stop playing. They end up playing on unregulated, unsafe sites, for the most part. Sure, there's some people that don't play, but generally, it shifts people into the black market. Anyway, Andrew Yang tweeted about that, saying, we got to figure this out. Joe Ingram says, hey, dear Andrew Yang, we'd love to have you on the podcast, talk about this. Andrew Yang says, thanks, Joey, would love to sit down. Thumbs up.
Boom. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's great.
It's cool to have like a. So I hate politics, to be honest. Never been. I just hate politics. So
yeah, we're about to induce like 40% of the people to angrily write a message, but
I think it's cool to see like a candidate. Actually, I'm gonna say this. So my family's mostly been Republican for the most part, but it's very cool to see like any candidate, whether Democratic or Democrat or Republican, take a stance on this issue. And online poker, I feel like it's something that like no one has really addressed that much. And I actually retweeted Andrew Yang.
yep. Yang Gang.
Yeah, so I think it'd be great if he regulated or helped get that established. I got 3 drinks, man. Just give me a break. Just give me a break. But yeah,
you know, he makes some good points here and there. Not gonna try
this
and
$1,000 thing to everybody, that doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest.
fair enough. I'll take 1,000.
Sure, where's that coming from though?
He talks about it on his website. I don't know if we want to make a politics.
I don't think we do. But if he can help with online poker, that's an issue that I do care about, and he's the first candidate that I feel like has really addressed that, because it is dumb. It just doesn't make sense. It seems like
very dumb.
Every state could make money on online poker being legalized and regulated, you know, right?
I agree with you, Brad.
Who knows?
I agree with you. I stand with Brad.
This guy doesn't even go to some casinos because of their stance on the online poker,
Yes, you're right.
which is interesting.
Anyway, that'll be cool. Hopefully we'll get to see Andrew Yang on the Joe Ingram Poker Life podcast.
I think that's what I'm excited about.
Poker Life podcast.
You know what I really like is the Joe Ingram podcast, where presidential candidates have like a full 2 hours to talk about their platform. Whether you're like on the left or on the right, you can't really get as much out of these debates as you should be able to, you know? So it's great to see like a candidate really talk about what they believe in like an environment that's just different, where they can like say what they actually think. It's not like these predetermined like thoughts or whatever. It's like those things are just bullshit, it seems like to me.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the Joe Rogan show podcast with Edward Snowden?
I did. I listened to a lot of it. I fell asleep to a lot of it.
You did?
But like I go back when I fall asleep.
Okay.
To like re-listen.
You eventually listen.
Yes.
To it.
Was there something in particular that
no, it just
stuck out to you?
It was just interesting because Edward Snowden was able to.
It was like not really an interview. It was Edward Snowden talking for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's interesting that like the guy who eventually was like motivated enough to, you know, release all this stuff. I'm okay for right now. Yeah. is such a storyteller. You know, like you ask him a question, he can talk for 30 minutes, right? So he needs a little bit of guidance. I think Joe could have done a little bit of like keeping him on the guardrails or within the guardrails, but it's also good that he's able to like talk about these things in depth for an unlimited amount of time.
Yeah, I agree. When you're doing poker vlogging, like, do you feel limited in the poker vlogging space? Like, do you wish you could talk more about certain things, and do you feel like you hold back at all, or like, what is your thought on
I don't know if that's like unique to a poker vlog. I think that like, I mean, if you're talking about politics, like it doesn't matter what genre you're in. If you express an opinion on like anything politically related, just the nature of the current situation in this country is so polarized. It doesn't matter. Like 50% of the people are going to be, or 48% of the people are going to be. They're going to respond to it possibly negatively.
David Trask says Cornish pasty is the nuts.
I agree.
I think you took me there.
Sounds good.
You took me there like
Kind of hungry.
to set up my Twitter account.
Been eating candy, Halloween candy all night. I took you there to set up your Twitter. Oh, that's right. We set up your Twitter account there.
Okay, so thank you, man. I had a Twitter account, but I hadn't used it in like a year, and then all of a sudden, you and I had a meeting there. Like this is like very early on.
I've seen Brad more wasted than this Hal King.
Hal King says Brad
Don't
is
worry
wasted.
about it. He's only like halfway there.
Yeah, give me some more time, man. You'll be
Some more motivation.
pleasantly surprised.
He acts upon donations and requests for beverages.
Yeah. I'm pretty level-headed at this point. But yeah, you took me there, and that was the first time I'd ever been to the Vegas one. I'd been to the one in like
Just kidding.
Phoenix. What are we doing?
Just kidding. I try to like get us even in the shot, but then like, what if I was just
I
like,
think we're even right here, no?
what if I was just like this? No, okay.
Listen, man, you got a beautiful face.
This is your show, your channel. This is the
I feel like it's our channel. I
This
feel
is
like
the number one poker vlogging channel on YouTube.
Okay, here we go.
Here we are.
Here we go.
The number one. What is the word? The preeminent or imminent or something like that? Preeminent?
Brad, my friend Nick Gers is watching this in a hospital after ACL surgery. Can he get a shout out? Yeah. Nick, what's up, man? Hope you get better. Not a fun surgery to go through. A lot of friends have had it. I'm a big soccer player, so most of my buddies have had like, or not most of them, but a lot of my friends have had ACL surgery. Not fun.
No? I would imagine that would suck. Eric Baker says, is Running Up Reno more fun than the WSOP?
100%, yeah. The goal of Running Up Reno is different. It's like, it's more to have fun, it's lower buy-in, so when you bust out of tournaments, it doesn't hurt as bad, which is why, I mean, that's a big plus point to it.
Yeah.
For one thing.
The WSOP is always sort of like an opportunity for a big score. And
Life-changing money.
yeah, like so like when it doesn't happen, it's disappointing, it's frustrating, it's painful, whatever, all those words. Pick any word out of that, bucket. But at Runner Up Reno, the fun factor is just is higher on the scale compared to like life-changing money. There's only one real tournament that's going to happen in the main event, and it's only 60 some K, which for sure that's going to take a lot of the stress off of a lot of different things, but you're not going to be able to like change your lifestyle based on that. So it's just a really cool event. It's really unique, and what else can you say?
I think you nailed it.
Okay, good. We can't edit this. That's the problem. This is different. This is live. This goes out. This goes out instantly. We can't.
I think my mom might be watching right now. She sent a
I
text.
saw. It's pretty smart that you have your setting to where it just says that you got a message, but it doesn't show the message.
Right.
I don't do that.
No.
But
I don't even know how I did that.
what's interesting is that you do have your read receipts on your text messages.
I do.
I don't.
Yeah, so when I read things. It's It's nice.
Yeah, I like.
You like
to-
that or no? When you text me, you're like, Brad saw this.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like we text pretty much every day for the most part. But a poker player's schedule is like pretty much always different, you know?
Yeah.
So occasionally you might send me a text at like 1 in the morning or whatever.
Yeah.
I might read it right away and respond.
Yeah.
But sometimes you send me a text at like 10 p.m. and you know I won't read it until like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Should I turn my read receipts on right now?
I don't think you need to.
How do you do that? I don't know. Messages.
Figure it out. Figure it out together. Together we're better. Calm Proto says do it. Don't do it.
I think it's far from dying, man.
I mean, it's pretty gangster to turn it on. I think.
Is it?
I think
In
so.
what way?
Because then you can never be like, you know, get the delayed response while you're unsure of what you want to say back and things like that. You're just left exposed, for better or worse. Yeah. Send read receipts. Okay, there. I just turned it on.
Boom.
I'm gonna try it out. We'll see how I
Alright.
feel about it. I might turn that shit back off though.
Negative free roll, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. But
But I feel like everyone knows that I have it on at this point.
everyone, what?
People that I'm close to know that I have the read receipts on.
Yeah.
The exact amount that
But there's a way to play against it.
based on
Because
Play against it.
yeah.
Okay.
So if you have the read receipts on, it only says that you read it if you open up the chat. So occasionally there will be a text message that you'll receive, and it just shows up, and you can actually see what the person said, where you haven't actually like opened it in the chat.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
That's good. I still have a little fail-safe thing or whatever. at
yeah.
home.
But I don't really do that. I've never really played that card.
Tim Thompson says he's drunk. Probably means you, since it's your channel. When there's no clarification, clarifier, qualifier, it means you. Hey, Jamin Burton in the house.
Jamin, what's up, dude?
Oh, it's good to see Jamin. Makes me feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that Jamin Burton is in the chat, moderating all you lunatics.
While all you birds are chirping away.
So I thought we would probably be in costume at this point.
Yeah.
On this stream.
Do you have a
but
hat?
I could get back into costume. I don't know if I can be bothered though, really, honestly. Let's see. White chocolate dropping the prayer jokes. Difference between a guy praying at a poker table and in church. The guy at the poker table means it. Nice. I feel like that's an old school, like Doyle Brunson style joke. Brad's getting into the Halloween spirit here. What's up, Ben Adler? Should I do my first ever blog/vlog in Maryland Live? I would start with the blog. That's what I would do, Ben Adler. I would start with the blog. I think you kind of have a way with words. Vlogging is it's an animal, you know? You have to deal with all this audio nonsense in a casino. It's a lot to deal with. I would take some notes, write out a blog. Before I started my my YouTube blog, I was making a daily posts on Instagram. And I started there. Actually, I did some other things. I had a blog as well. Brad is basically in the character here.
That's a retirement.
Oh, what a dream.
We have Woody with us, you guys. Woody has joined us.
Retirement gift yesterday.
Look at that. Screenshot that, you guys. Screenshot that and post it on Twitter.
I've only had it for
And we will
30 hours.
like it.
wow, what are you doing? You should be like
Tag the Mugs account. We have a Meetup Games Twitter account. What's the Meetup Games Twitter account?
scary. Like it's gonna get
Poker
Yeah, I normally have valet.
Poker_mugs on Twitter.
No, my God.
Sorry, I just fucked up the,
There was like 3 spaces to my left. Actually, no, I parked on the end.
Okay.
So there was 3 spaces to my left when I parked, but then I walked like an extra half mile. So that part's
Looking good, buddy. Yeah,
Thanks, man. I feel good.
that's good. Did you win or lose tonight?
Oh, we don't win anymore. We just lose.
It's okay. You're climbing back here, climbing back into the saddle.
I can cover my
Reach for the sky.
What's that mean?
It's a Woody.
If
I don't know this guy. I just met him tonight.
No one else is dressed in a costume in this whole damn casino. It's just me.
$35 an hour.
Which is cool.
You could definitely say I did the last year, maybe.
I 100% agree. It's just getting to that.
This is Gloria. Gloria is here, hanging out with us.
Use the restroom real quick.
Okay. Gloria and I will hold it down. Gloria lives in LA.
Well, yeah. So yeah, we're going up.
She does not play poker. She grinds the slot machines, right?
Yes, and I won.
And you won how many dollars? 200 and something?
$260.
$260 tonight. Well, we were trying to make a living playing poker. You played for how long? How long did it take you to make that?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. You guys are wasting your time with this poker thing. Stick to slots. You are the other half of Alex, the better half of Alex.
Yes.
Alex joined us in the meetup game tonight. So sorry guys, she's taken, but glad we can all hang out here together. Are you having any drinks or what's up?
Too many.
Too many drinks? What are you drinking?
I've had 7 Coronas.
7 Coronas. I probably had like 6 Blue Moons. So I think you're like one ahead of me here.
Yeah.
Coronas, yeah. I mean, I know Brad's like really into the Coronas. Do you use the lime in the Corona or no?
Yes.
You do. Strictly lime in the Coronas. Corona Light or no?
No.
No Corona Light. All right. I got nothing. I don't know. But let's see what Brad's gone. Brad, have you guys ever looked into coming to? Yeah, we're working on Philadelphia and Atlantic City. We want to. We're talking about the East Coast here. We're trying to work out a gig that is mainly not poker related. So that'll be interesting once we are able to work out the details there, and that'll be pretty interesting. We're aiming for November 12th, I think. So keep an eye on that one. Gloria, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, right? But I appreciate you hanging out anyway.
Likewise.
Bye, Gloria. That was Gloria. She was a good sport. What else? Hey!
Hey,
What's happening?
Hey, chat. We're up. We're actually up.
We're what?
About 1,400 stuck.
You were stuck 1,400, now you're up?
We're up.
Dreams do come true at the meetup games, you guys.
Yes, sir.
Your life story in 10 seconds.
Midwest kid. I've moved around a lot. Been a lot of places, seen a lot of things, done a lot of stuff. And now I'm here in Las Vegas.
I mean, it's tough to get. You're gonna have some generalities in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You live in Vegas now.
No, I live in
No, you told me
Ohio.
you live in Ohio. He lives in Columbus. So we're gonna try and because you play at the Hollywood in Columbus, right?
Hollywood.
Yeah. So we'd love to get back to the Columbus, the Hollywood in Columbus. I took the vlog there once, and it's a nice little property.
nice. A lot of action.
You were telling me that there's more no limit action than PLO, right? But you mainly play PLO.
PLO is my game. Yeah. And there's bigger no limit games, but PLO runs every day, 1-2.
Yeah.
On weekends, 5-5, 5-10.
So is no limit when you come to the meetup game here? Is no limit still fun and interesting?
Yeah.
It seems kind of boring once you get into the 4-card action.
Yeah. I enjoy PLO more, but no limit's still a good game. I like tournaments. No limit tournaments.
Yeah.
But we're up like 200.
I'm happy for you. See, everyone wins at the meetup games. Literally nobody loses. Every single person wins.
What are you doing, Woody?
I don't know if you guys got Woody in there doing his thing, but
All right, guys. Have a good one. Take it easy. Vince from Columbus.
Did you-
showing some love for
did you
Andrew,
cash
Brad.
out? Did you cash out, Vince, or you still grinding?
No, I'm still grinding, man. I got a flight at 12 o'clock.
You gonna play through?
Midnight? Yeah.
All right. Let us know what the final tally is if we're still live streaming.
Okay,
All right.
will do. Appreciate
Nice.
it, guys. Take care.
Cool,
Thanks,
man.
buddy. Thanks for coming out.
Yes.
Thanks, Andrew.
Cheers, buddy.
As someone who I have zero like
Okay.
talent
Here you go. Here's your stream back.
experience, so I'm a little out of my element.
Let me get a shot of you for the blog.
I would hope
Just be good.
it's not that bad.
Okay.
At least the fucking side of it. If they're not carrying,
I feel like I dressed up,
at least have a side on there.
and no one else did.
I mean, I do have the costume at our feet.
So
That's it. Fucking has to.
look at this. This badge is real great.
So the first 5 years I spent, which is
Me by myself here?
a plane that's got a radar all the time. So right after 9/11, because I joined in January.
Sheriff.
Actually.
So
All
right
right.
after 9/11.
Where's the most special? Is there one over here?
I think that one right there.
We launched our plane. I was
Cool, guys.
in the plane. There was like 25 of us in this jet. And
So we did a Halloween meetup game, and I dressed up. Andrew dressed up. Andrew's costume is my favorite for sure. I wish he was still dressed up, and you guys could see it because it's pretty funny.
Jet us at 35,000 feet, and then no Air Force. So we were in literally no danger. So what are you looking for?
Now I'm just holding this down by myself. So ask me any question you want about Andrew, and I'll answer it truthfully. Go for it. Fire away.
Right, as far as ground area mountains, there was a lot of
Do you play any home games on occasion? We don't really play home games. The games in Vegas are pretty good for the most part, and it's nice that they're regulated because you don't have to worry about like getting cheated, and you don't have to worry about like people not paying you. A lot of the home games are based on credit, which is not cool. I mean, it's not that it's not cool. It's just one less thing to worry about if you don't play home games. Is he really about to turn 40? Yeah, Andrew's gonna turn 40 January 4th of 2020, so means he was born 1980.
that part. Anyway, all right.
Will Andrew come to Tampa, Florida? I'm sure he will. We're both going to Florida,
India and Pakistan.
most likely in February or March. We're going to Dania Beach, Florida. That's probably the next trip we're going out there.
It's a lot of shit.
Will Andrew and Brad come to AC or Foxwoods?
2001.
We might come to New Jersey or Pennsylvania
Ready to invade them 2 years
around November 10th-ish. So we're still waiting on that.
Yeah, and as a military member who's spent time, I was in Korea for a year, in Germany for 3 years.
Papa Valium says, I thought you guys were brothers. No, not brothers. We're pretty good friends. We've actually become really good friends throughout the last couple of years. It's been cool to have a buddy to
France,
do the meetup games with, travel around with. It's been fun.
we've got big because we have giant oceans.
Debaser says, what about MGM Springfield? We're actually trying to work that out. We've been talking to Adam Nash, who is the poker room manager out there. I believe that's in New Hampshire or Massachusetts, or like somewhere like near the border of the two. So we're trying to make that work. We're going through all the proper channels. So they're going through gaming, which is taking a long time. But as soon as we get the approval, we're gonna come to MGM Springfield. All right. What about Costa Rica, says Alberto Cartine. No Costa Rica plans as of right now. Brad, my dude, come to Canada. We'll get some shot skis and play some Hold'em, homie. Where in Canada are you from? Jordan Nerney. Let me know. We have been to Playground in Montreal. Montreal's a very, very cool city, so I would love to go back to Montreal. We played a Playground. We went to Casino Montreal. It'd be cool to do a meetup game on the Vancouver side. That'd be awesome. I'd love to do that. Alberta, says Jordan Nerney. I'm not sure exactly where Alberta is in terms of Canada, or like what casinos are around Alberta, but yeah, we'll look into it. Would Andrew play 1-2 when in Florida? Yeah, Andrew would probably play 1-2 when in Florida, but
living allowance because gas is more expensive. And heat in the
All right, keep coming at me with Andrew questions. Let's go.
So there's the
Do you guys use Coke? No, definitely not.
how do I describe it? So
Andrew smokes a little bit of weed.
Germany that I was
He
in,
definitely does some edibles, but yeah, we don't. I've done some edibles. It doesn't really do much to me. I'm not a big fan of drugs in general. I've never done like any hard drugs. I did do Adderall once for the SATs, and I actually crushed the SATs on Adderall. But in general, I'm very like against it.
village here, the village here. We had to track.
All right, let's see what else you guys have.
Air traffic controller for- after my
Is Andrew religious?
cross-trained.
As far as I know, he's not.
As an air traffic controller,
But he's a pretty open-minded person, so I don't think he's like fully against it. I just think that he's not a practicing religious person.
that affected village
Are you guys playing poker today? We did play. I played for 6 hours. Andrew played for 6.5 or 7 hours.
on jet fuel.
Angelina says, Woody. Yep, that's my Halloween costume right now.
Departing to go drop a bomb and
These
kill them.
guys,
We're talking about F-16s departing.
What's up? Hey, YouTube community.
That's what we're talking about. So
those guys bought some drinks, which I appreciate. Pretty cool. You guys contributed as well, so I appreciate that.
Noise, not abatement. That's the wrong word.
Yo, bud, is Andrew better than you, or do you consider yourself better? I'm not better than anybody right now. I can't beat a soul. I've been getting wrecked the last couple months in poker, and it hasn't been too fun. But trying to keep my head up, and I don't know. I think that it's been hard. It's been hard for me to be disciplined at the poker table, and that's been my biggest issue. I've been calling way too much for
Probably
like these big pots. I've been calling down way too much. That's been my biggest issue.
thousands of people.
It hasn't really been bluffing, as someone said. Someone says, quit bluffing, Brandon Miller.
3 bases in
Bluffing hasn't really been my problem.
3 or 4 bases in England. You got just it's fucking ridiculous. Bring those dudes home.
Jacob Merritt says, are you religious?
Villagers rest.
It's a tough question to answer. I'm not particularly religious. I think like poker players in general aren't very religious. Like gambling and religion doesn't go hand in hand very often. I have like a very weird religious background, to be honest. I grew up, I don't even want to say this. I'm very open to the idea of religion, so like the idea of the afterlife and all that stuff, but
All over Europe that are controlled by
I want to believe in the afterlife. I'm very much like, I don't know. This is a weird spot. This is a weird question. I like people who are religious. I like people who believe in God and believe in the Bible, the 10 Commandments, all that. I think it makes for better people in general. So I think there's a lot of good in religion. For me, it's hard to grasp the entire concept and to fully get behind it. I guess that's how I'll answer that question. You have custody of Cosmo, says Martin W. No, absolutely not. I don't. I wish I did. And I don't know if I'll ever see Cosmo again, which makes me sad. But yeah, great cat. I love the guy. Me and Cosmo's mom do not get along. We don't talk. And I don't know if we ever will again. Brad, do you invest in the stock market? I used to. I don't invest in it too much. I have a lot more invested in crypto, but I will invest in the stock market again soon.
Yeah, so the guys is
Michael Rodero says, do you guys have a rule for being in the same hand at a table or question mark? So I believe if me and Andrew are in the same hand, we pretty much play like straight up against each other for the most part. Occasionally we mix it up, but that's about it. And that's how it is with like most good poker players, because you want to go after guys who you think aren't as good as you. I think Andrew, he's for sure better than me right now, the way that I've been playing lately. And, I think he respects my game as well. So for the most part, we just try to avoid each other. try to go after other players.
I'm with you.
John M says Uber or Lyft. For me, I do Uber,
One, it's,
but I think Lyft has some pretty good deals sometimes.
yeah, North Korea fucking gets
The dude says, I bet Cosmo doesn't miss you because he is a cat with no F's given. I think he does miss me because his mom is the worst, and he loved me big time. DR Heem says, do you miss your ex? I don't miss my ex. I hope she does well. I don't dislike her. I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about that. Let's see. Brad, are you feeling the drinks right now?
the guy in North Korea.
I feel pretty good.
Trump deciding to wipe soul. I think that's a possibility.
Yeah, not too bad. Got a drink right here, which I like.
Sold to the DNC. You don't even need
In general, I think drinking is a big net negative. I think it's bad for poker. It's bad for your poker game. It's bad for like your mindset in general. Weed is probably better,
soul in other spots.
and that's pretty much all I have to say. Ben Adler, 199. Online micro stakes, good practice for live poker? Yeah, I think so, for sure. I think micro stakes are a lot better than playing for like these no money sites. I think if you're playing for like real money, it can. People play like differently than they do with no money sites. So yeah, you can get better with these micro stakes. Okay. Wow, I feel like I have a lot to catch up on here, and some people are saying some weird things. Jesus. Okay. What's the best buffet in Vegas? That's a good question. I don't really know. I know Aria, the Wynn has a good one. I think Aria has a good one. Like the nicer the hotel, generally like the nicer the buffet. I think that's a good rule to live by. Trevor Harrington says, "Hey Brad, come to Columbus sometime, man. I'd love to play with you." I've never been to Ohio at all. I would love to go to Ohio. That's like pretty high up there. I think like Northeast in general would be great. Atlantic City, like I've never played in Atlantic City. Ohio would be great. Oklahoma would be great. Like those spots to me are like the three spots that I really need to go to. Lance Kowski says, "What do you think of crotch ripper Mike Postle?" There's not much to say on that situation. Like everybody, like what has been said already is pretty good. Like the dude is likely not playing by the rules, and Joey Ingram, he's doing a great job. Matt Berkey, Doug Polk, those guys are all crushing the situation. So there's not really much for me to add. I wish there was, but I don't have the time to go through all the hands. And like even if I did, I would come to the same conclusion that these guys are coming to, which is that like he's got superhuman powers or he's cheating. I think those are the two conclusions that are most likely, and one seems a lot more likely than the other. Brad, read the sentence out loud right now. Not gonna do that, Luke D. Aria.
That's a good look.
Yeah?
Yeah, it fits the frame nicely. You know?
Every
the
meetup
hat is
game?
there, the scarf is there. Fits the frame of the phone nicely. Someone says possible discussion is boring.
I agree.
You know what's really boring is like the endless number of jokes that we're gonna have to endure. The Postle jokes, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like someone's running good, they'd be like, "Oh, is he looking at his crotch?" You know, like just those like.
Even today, like there's been a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be for years. We're gonna have to hear those things. So yeah, how's it going over here?
It's been going pretty good, man. How are you doing? How's
Just chatting with some of our muggers.
I wish you were in costume though.
What's that? You wish I was in costume?
Yeah.
I mean, I have it here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Flare it up. Boom. One last time.
One last time. Let's go.
Someone called me the Killjoy. Were you guys having a good time before I got here? They called me the Killjoy. Were you guys having a good time before I got here? And I
That guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
All right, I'll put the costume on.
Yeah. You guys will want to see this. We gotta do it like off. We can't have you dressed up on camera.
All right.
So,
All right.
but you guys are in for a treat.
You can hold down that thing.
Yeah. All right. This is by far. So we had a costume contest, and
Go see if he's still playing.
we do have to give out a grand prize to the guy who won. But I feel like Andrew should have won, and you guys will see why. Patrick says Brad is wasted. Patrick's about to get blocked. Nothing. All right, Mimi and Brad come to Rounders in San Antonio. We've been there a couple times, man. So I don't know when the next time we'll go there is, but we will see. Debaser says nobody likes Patrick. I'm sure Patrick has some fans, but we'll see. Wow. Brett Johnson says, give me a yeehaw! You got it. Jason Barnett says, next time playground. I don't know when we go to Montreal next, but it's a cool spot. Montreal's a great city. Get some poutine. It's a good spot. CMBV 2005 says, we miss you guys in Austin, come back. Yeah, Austin's probably one of my favorite cities in the US. Chicago's up there, San Francisco's up there, and those are the only three that really come to mind. Vegas too, for sure. Il Vang says, Brad, do you smoke weed? I don't smoke weed. Never really done much for me. I've tried it a few times, but I'm not a big fan. Lance Kowski says, drinks on me at the Westgate. Lance, are you in Vegas now? Because maybe we'll head over. Or maybe you head to the South Point and you buy some drinks here. That'd be cool. But Andrew is... Jeb Jr. says, I love you, Brad. I appreciate that, man. Andrew's getting dressed up. It's taken him a little bit of time. But he's got my favorite costume of the night for sure. So I'm excited for him to put that on and show to you guys. It's pretty cool. Brad, who will win the Super Bowl? I think it'll be a Niners-Patriots Super Bowl. I'm a big Niners fan, so I'm definitely biased. But the Saints are also very good in the NFC. AFC, I think, is going to go to the Patriots. It's just hard to bet against the Patriots for the AFC for sure. Jacob Merritt says, Brad, how's life? Life is interesting right now. I'm getting crushed in poker, but everything outside of poker is about as good as it could be, which is a weird mix of things. Because poker is such an important part of my life, and I feel like if I'm not doing well in it, then for me, like, I'm not really all that happy, because like it's my favorite thing, and if I'm doing well, I'm very happy in general. I feel like if I was crushing poker and not doing well in other aspects of my life, I'd be happier than I am now, doing well in all other aspects of my life and not doing well in poker, because poker is just like that important to me. And I got to share it with you guys, and for me, it's not fun to share like negative results, but I feel like it's important to do that. Brad, if you and Andrew got bit by a snake, would you help remove the poison? Oh wait, Brad, if you got bit by a snake, hold on. Brad, if Andrew got bit by a snake, would you help remove the poison? I don't know what that entails exactly, but probably. Who can fly a plane better, you or Andrew? What the fuck kind of question is that? Probably me. Probably me. My girlfriend's ex-husband flies F-35s in the Air Force. I think that, like, in a question that makes zero goddamn sense, that gives me the leg up. Okay, this is an interesting question. I Actually, we're gonna avoid this one. All right. What is your favorite hand in poker other than aces? I like Jack 10 suited. I think that's a good one. I like that you can make the nuts with any straight using both the Jack and the 10. I think that's good. Any flush that you have is going to be pretty good. Wow360 says, what do you think of Daniel Negreanu? I think that's a good question as well. He's been pretty nice to me. I've only met him a few times. One time at the World Series of Poker when he had no clue who I was. But he's like always very happy to take pictures with people on the rail. Like he'll be in the middle of a tournament with like 30 people left, and someone will say, "Hey, do you mind taking a picture with me?" And he's like very happy to do that, which is real cool. Obviously, like the more rake is better thing is pretty silly. I think his Twitter is pretty silly with what he says on there, and it's just like a big negative free roll. He goes very into like his politics, which I think you should never go to poker players for political views ever, because we don't know anything when it comes to that. He also talks about like being a vegan on there, which I think doesn't really have much merit. But he's a really nice guy, and I met him in person at the Global Poker Awards as well, and he was like super nice to me. So I'm always going to stick up for people who are like nice to me for no reason. So it's kind of how I feel about Negreanu. What else do we got? Dude, everybody wants to know. Okay, all right. We're very close to having Andrew be done with his costume here, which I'm excited about. I gotta zip him up. It's gonna take just a couple seconds, so bear with me. Do not leave. Do not.
Crystal helped us out. Crystal got us this far.
We're so close, guys. You are almost at the peak of this live stream. So close.
Big payoff.
We're doing this, guys. We're so.
It's almost like Lynch, where he just doesn't stop. Once you get him going, I don't catch a lot of NFC North games.
It's the best costume by far of the whole night. So stay with us for about 30, 45 more seconds. You will not regret this. I think this is good. I think we're good.
It didn't matter about the score.
Turn it on?
It didn't matter about the score.
I think so.
It's already on? All right. What else do we have? Let's go. Brad, can you take your hat out in a fashionable way and say, I've got a snake in my boot? No.
Got a snake in my sock.
I've got a snake in my boot. Reach for the sky.
He's been a second string for so long.
The old sidewinder.
All right.
Right up front. So, if you look at like Bridgewater, look at Bridgewater right now. He came to the bank and he's got the same.
All right. I think I made the effort. I don't know if that was very good, but I did make the effort. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Brad, favorite non-Vegas card room? For me, it's Creighton, because that's where it's in Northern California. It's where I grew up. So for me, like to be around my family and play poker, it's pretty cool. So I enjoy that. Brad, you know Justin Escalona? I do. He came out to the Hollywood Park Casino meetup game that we had. He is like, he's a vlogger as well, but he doesn't do, he's like just now getting into poker vlogs. But he has like his own channel where I think he's friends with like Khalid or something, which is cool. So check him out. He's a nice guy.
Hopefully Kansas City can make it next tomorrow.
Best site to play outside Vegas and Jersey. Yeah, I think PKC, the site that I was representing over the World Series, that's by far the best online poker site in Vegas. Kev Storm 300 says Andrew Yang wants to legalize poker in all 50 states. I think that's really cool. Joey Ingram, he put out a tweet about that today, and Andrew Yang basically said that he would come on Joey Ingram's podcast, which is amazing. If that happens, that's like one of the coolest things that will have happened in poker in a long time. So I really hope that does happen, and Joey's just killing it lately, which is awesome. I'm really happy with like what he's doing in a lot of different ways. So that's cool. I mean, to have like a presidential candidate give a shit about poker at all is pretty insane, you know. And I think legalizing online poker needs to happen. There's a lot more I want to say about the whole subject, but I guess we'll leave it at that for now.
The only claim that I've been a Chiefs fan since my parents moved this to Kansas City in 85.
Brad, tell me what you think about the Mets for next year, please. I don't know much about the Nets. The Mets, sorry. Not the Nets. Yeah, the Mets have Thor. They have Syndergaard, and he seems to be a beast. That's all. I don't really know. Like who's on the Mets, man. I think they were in the wild card for a little while this year, and then they didn't make it happen. Brad, what's your favorite crappy beer? Sometimes they have specials for PBR where they're like 5 cents for a PBR in Vegas, in downtown Las Vegas. So I do appreciate that. What else do we have? Brad, where do these Americans come up with these team names? Probably, it depends on what sport you're talking about. The Mets are the Metropolitans, which comes from New York being a big metropolitan area. The Mets also got their colors, they're blue and orange. So the Dodgers left New York, and so did the Giants. Dodgers were blue, Giants were orange. That's how the Mets are blue and orange. I don't know exactly what to talk about other than that. Brad, who's your favorite top 3 cash game players? Top 3 favorite cash game players. I think you have to put Garrett Adelstein in there. Like the guy just crushes. He's just so fun to watch on Live at the Bike. And I mean, he's just real cool. Like other cash game players, I don't really know, to be honest. I don't know what other cash game players are out there that like crush as much as he does, that are as fun to watch. He's, in my opinion, by far the most fun player to watch. But back in the day, like Ivy used to be super fun for me. People are saying Matt Berkey. Berkey's fun to watch as well. Yeah, and like for me, like Doug Polk, I like watching him play cash, but he doesn't really play cash too much.
The batteries are dead. Batteries are dead on this thing. It's not getting inflated.
Okay, should we show him your what you were?
It's just sadness at this point. It's just sadness. This guy is dead. It's nothing. It's hopeless. It's hopeless.
Okay.
Batteries are dead, y'all.
We tried. Andrew had a great costume. You will see it in Andrew's vlog. He's got some videos of it. So that'll come out. When is that coming out? In a week?
Probably. I'm gonna try and release it. I'm gonna try and release it on Halloween.
Boom.
Thursday, I think, is Halloween, right? Wednesday or
Yeah,
Thursday?
yeah, Thursday. Very.
Forget it.
Forget it. But the guy tried.
You be killing it with the salt and pepper look. Nice. And I got called old in the process.
It's hard for me to hold back from swearing at you guys sometimes.
Is this mine?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Hey, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, guys.
You guys.
We are. Let's do the thing. Andrew and I are two of 5 people who dressed up. This meetup game today.
I'm getting out of this thing.
Fuck you.
How long you guys staying up at South Point?
Forever.
5 minutes.
One of those.
anywhere between
Vancouver, down I-5.
5 minutes and forever.
In the center,
Hey, thanks,
Troutdale's
Afraz. I mean, Popatia.
east,
Appreciate it, dude.
Oregon.
What did he say?
The nice girl over there helped me get back into this thing when I was struggling, and then it was all for naught. So I feel a little bad, but good to know that there's nice people out here.
There's a couple good people in Vegas.
$60 door entry fee, and that's it for entry. Yeah, that's a book. So there's $15 entry fee.
All right, Andrew is doing a wardrobe change.
All right, dude.
Yeah, I've been up to Marcus Duke.
So, Kev Storm says you'll like Deadwood. That'll be cool, man. I've never been to South Dakota. I think that's the coolest thing about doing the meetup games, is that gives us a chance to go to a lot of places that we would definitely, or that I would probably not go to for any other reason. So I'd like to visit all 50 states at some point. That's kind of my goal.
Yeah, Elani.
Andrew's almost done with his wardrobe change, which is cool. Favorite band, says Jeb Jr. My favorite band, I've got a couple. I think a band called Brand New used to be my favorite. They've gotten into some trouble lately. Weezer is also like really good. The Killers, I like them a lot. Modest Mouse is one of my favorites of all time as well. So I like a lot of alternative stuff, not stuff that people generally listen to necessarily. Jesus, my mom is gonna be upset with me. Okay, Brad, how comfortable is it flying? How comfortable is it flying the Cadillac of Flying Spirit Airlines? That's a throwback to, I think, like my one of my first 10 vlogs. So like I think like my 6th or 7th vlog, when I was talking about doing everything like the Cadillac of poker or whatever. Yeah, Spirit is the fucking worst goddamn airline of all time. So maybe Allegiant is up there as well.
Instagram pass.
It's close. Brad, is it realistic to play 1-3 full time?
Instagram.
Yeah, it is. You can play 1-3 full time, but I think it's always going to be like a temporary thing. The problem with playing 1-3 full time is like, generally, if you're very good at poker, if you're very good at the stakes that you're playing, you're going to make 6 to 10 big blinds per hour. So that might mean, you know, $18 to $30 per hour. So if you're fine with making that for like the rest of your life, and that's good. But like the goal for playing poker should be to save money. And if you're making like 60K tops, or like, sorry, 30K tops for like 10 big blinds. No. Yeah, 10 big blinds an hour for 2,000. Decline that right away.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
This is what the fans want.
Washington Apple.
This is
All
what
right.
the fans want. True fans wouldn't. Here, we'll do the. How do you do the? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see Brad and Andrew do a shot.
True fans would know.
All right.
All right, put a 2 if you don't want them to be responsible. Oh God, that guy went like 7 once.
Lots of ones.
Oh,
Lots of
there was a 3 in there. I don't know what that means. I saw 1,
All right.
2.
Well, we're gonna get home safe no matter what. I promise. To an Uber.
I think you should have that. Retirement shot.
In 40 days, we'll do
Got
something
a
bigger than
Washington
shot.
Apple throwback to.
Let's watch Brad pound these back to back.
No,
Chase it with a
it's not
Moscow
that.
Mule.
We're not doing that.
I'm still seeing 1 there, man.
All right,
It
let's
is,
go.
it is Brad's stream, but
Let's go, Andrew.
You guys are.
thanks for your help anyway.
Cheers.
That was the girl who helped me get back into the costume. She was very helpful.
Cheers to Ryan, RC.
Get it.
He's got 40 days
Still putting
left
ones in there?
to his retirement for 20 years in the Air Force. So that's
What's the actual
pretty.
date?
December
Incredible
5th is my
milestone.
last day of work.
We'll be here in Vegas. We should celebrate.
Yeah,
Man.
it will be. A little while.
Okay. Cheers to RC Trip. you
Cheers,
guys.
man. Cheers to RC. Cheers to you guys as well. Boom. Boom.
This is the best live stream ever.
Let's see, what do we have here?
Done with you guys.
Yeah,
Cut me out of my life.
We're done.
Out of my life.
Boom.
How do you guys
Done.
keep up
It's a
with
good
this?
run. We're out. We're outie, like Ryan's new A5 that he just bought for himself for retirement.
Is that what he did?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
You,
Ben Adler trying to keep the stream alive with $9.99. We will stay as long as we have donations.
dude.
I'm out now,
Shameless.
guys. To the bar. Downswings will end and the upswing will begin. Firm handshakes, a myriad of libations, and the fish himself await you both in Maryland and dinner the next time in Chicago. Appreciate it, dude. Ben, always in the chat, always here for the live streams. Gives no regard for time.
a Cardio XC wants to know if I'm going to be hitting up the Golden Nugget after a couple more drinks. Trying to just set me up. Where are you going to be, Andrew? Maybe a couple more drinks. Maybe you'll find your way to this poker table. Maybe I'll be there too. Maybe it's uncapped.
It is uncapped.
Yeah. I think he's trying to.
Listen, dude.
He's trying to lay the.
Don't you try and get Andrew to
He's trying to lay
donate
the
to you.
groundwork. Hey, I appreciate the hustle. I do. You know,
Noah Abbasi says, Brad, should I empty my bank account and buy into 510 when all I've ever played is 1-2? Yes.
No,
Clearly,
don't
yes.
do that.
Always.
definitely not.
Yes. That's not a serious question. That's why I answered it that way.
You should head to the Double Down Saloon. You ever been there?
No. Where's that?
Says Chris Benjamin. Kind of a Vegas institution, the Double Down Saloon.
Is it?
Are you familiar with an area of Vegas called the Fruit Loop? We've talked
I've
about
heard
this
of
before,
it,
maybe.
but I don't know if I've ever been
It's
there.
not a gay bar, although there are lots of gay bars in that area. It's like the diviest dive bar with like live music where like indie bands and like rock metal bands play, and it's
Is it by UNLV or is it by like the
sort
art
of
district?
yeah, sort of UNLV.
Okay.
It's like by the airport, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I know that area.
I want to get that place on the vlog at some point.
Okay.
Not tonight though.
Not tonight. We've got 2 more minutes, guys, before we shut this down. So, Jeb Jr. says, are Bradley dollars okay to get back? Yes. If you've received any Bradley dollars within the last year, feel free to send them back.
I'm curious how many let me look up how many 2-5 games are still going over there.
In the South Point.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got a couple minutes left. Get in your last questions, and that'll be it. Let's go.
That'll be it. What is your strategy for low pocket pairs?
It depends on like what position we're in, but like we're gonna open with them most of the time,
Always.
and
Always open.
call with them like when we're facing a raise. Yeah, and then we're gonna drill
Yeah.
some sets, hopefully.
I don't mind a 3-bet from the small blind.
Okay,
Okay.
seems good.
There are still 3 2-5 games going at the South Point right now. If you want to come get in the action at the South Point. Brad should have dressed up as a giraffe. That would have been an obvious choice.
Too
A
obvious.
little too obvious, perhaps. Chicken strips or pizza? Pizza for me.
Pizza as well.
100%.
Yeah.
Times
Pizza.
4
That's how we
at
do
least.
it. That's how the Mux crew does it. Pizza.
Everyone with pocket fours and say, I am one with the fours. No, but I like that. That's pretty. I like it. I dig
Okay.
it.
All right.
I am one with the fours.
Seems fun.
Seems fine. You're not feeling it. All right.
Yeah.
Hi, Brad. Are you out of your downswing?
No. We are digging deep into the downswing.
Do you think D-Negs will win Player of the Year?
How far away is he? Is he like top 5 right now?
I think he was leading.
He was leading?
Recently,
How many tournaments are in the WSOP like Europe?
Here's a funny little backstory that has nothing to do with that. Well, sort of. I don't know if he was going to win it. I have no idea. I really like. That's one of the things I care the least about
Like
in
who
poker.
gives a shit? There's no grand prize for like.
Yeah. I don't care.
WSOP Player of the Year.
No, it's
I don't
so
think
stupid.
anyone cares other than Negreanu, probably.
Well, it's Sean Deeb. Him and Sean Deeb.
Okay,
The
there
other
are two people who care about it.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean,
so anyway, so in order to win the Player of the Year, these guys had to go to Rozvadov, where the WSOP Europe is. And one of the guys that helps Negreanu with his vlogs is a guy named Christian, who reached out to me and asked me if he could use my drone footage from Rozvadov, because I went there for a party poker event a couple years back.
for
And
lots of dollars.
at first, I don't know. I wasn't sure how to respond, and I didn't really respond while I was thinking, or it took a little while to respond, or whatever. So then he wrote back again. He's like, "Hey, just wondering, if I can use this drone footage for Negreanu's vlog." And I said, "I don't care. Do whatever you want."
$10 billion.
I said, "Do whatever you want. Just credit me on screen." So I haven't seen yet whether they're using the drone footage from my vlogs in Daniel Negreanu's vlogs yet. I haven't seen it yet. I checked out a couple of his vlogs that they didn't have any drone footage. So as of from what I've seen, they haven't used it. So I'm waiting to see if my drone footage will be in Negreanu's
The problem
vlogs.
that I have with this is that it's always you and Negreanu up for Vlogger of the Year. And if Daniel wins for Vlogger of the Year because he used some of Andrew's fucking drone footage for Rozvadov, I'm gonna be pissed. And you will see me leading a parade of hate.
I know. We saw a lot of that this past year.
I'm gonna wreck Negreanu's world if he wins Vlogger of the Year and Andrew doesn't.
The last thing.
Because of Rozvadov.
The last thing Negreanu wants in his life is an angry Brad Owen.
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. So we'll see.
Fucking. Yeah.
Global Poker Awards is waiting to see
No
whether
one's
there's
ever
drone
seen
footage.
me. No one's ever seen me angry.
If
They're
the
gonna
drone
see me
footage
angry.
arrives, the Global Poker Awards will
You
be
send me a
fir-
link.
They'll be the first
You
to
send
know.
me a link to Negreanu's Rozvadov vlog. That will wreck that shit.
Rozvadov.
I will
are you
wreck
gonna do?
Negreanu's world.
You're gonna downvote it?
Oh, I will create 10,000 accounts, downvoted on each one.
They'll still vote it. He'll still get the award. That's not gonna change anything.
Yeah.
He'll get the award. He's got the award. It's locked. It's in the bag, really. As soon as I said, "Go ahead, use it."
Negreanu wouldn't like me
Locked
when I'm
up.
angry.
Okay. What else? What other questions you guys got? How do you guys do at the meetup? I did
Mixed.
good. Next? Okay.
Mixed.
Oh, mixed.
Mixed.
Yeah. Why the hate?
No, no hate. Negreanu,
hate.
he's done so much good for poker in general. I think is dude, I wish you would I wish you would come back down to earth a little bit on some of the things. He says some weird stuff in general.
I think he's just on a mission to live his own life, and it's just not gonna change. It's tough to get off that track. I think it'd be fun to have a good we were talking earlier on this live stream about having a long form conversation with someone and really being able to get into the dirt, the nitty gritty in a conversation. So that might be fun to do. I've thought about doing that, but
With Negreanu
I don't know if it
in
would.
particular.
He would be one candidate that would make for an interesting conversation, but I don't know if it would make any difference, really.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think that maybe poker players give their viewpoints a little bit too much at this point, and I think he is kind of the prime example of that, where sometimes you should just hold back. Where we don't know anything about politics and various things, and so I think poker players in general should not voice them. To be honest.
I
Maybe,
disagree. I disagree,
yeah.
Brad.
Okay. Well, how much you know about politics, Andrew? Do you consider yourself an expert in
How much
politics?
does anybody ever know, other than the people that
That's
are
exactly
actually
my
in
point.
politics?
That's my point. Is that no one knows a damn thing, and that there are a lot of poker players who are saying it as if certain things are facts, right?
Good talking to you.
I think that's a little
Sure, I
bit
mean, you
dangerous.
can have like some open-mindedness to some other concepts, but
yeah.
I don't think. Then you get into the thing where
Slippery
it's
slope.
you get into the thing where it's like stick. You know, when you tweet about something and someone says stick to poker, I think that's like nonsensical.
Really? Because I feel like if you're an expert in poker, you should be allowed to voice your opinion in it. If you're an expert in politics, then sure, like voice your opinion in that. But like, there's so many poker
Well, I
players
think it
who are
depends.
not experts in a lot of fields that they voice their opinions in,
I think it depends on how you voice your opinion. You know, and
which
the manner
is
that
why
you
I
phrase your
respect
words.
your opinion on stuff. Like, I think your opinion and my opinion are different in certain aspects. I think they're mostly similar, but I think like in certain ways they differ. But like you have a very thoughtful way of like disseminating your opinion, and a lot of times you don't really.
Yeah.
I kind of wish you would more, actually.
So you want no poker player other than me to voice their opinions
Exactly,
on
exactly
politics.
correct. Yeah, I think most poker players are. I feel like they're all the worst. You're the best. Let's go.
This hat fit you?
Apparently.
It's really tight.
Andrew Yang might be on Joey's podcast.
Yeah.
We
Talked
See
about
that?
that.
Oh, you already talked
we
about
dug in. We dug into it.
it? Nice.
No, I think like you have a very so like one time I asked you about your opinion on politics, and what you said was like so like to not even go like either way. What you told me was like you think that everybody wants a similar thing. You know, everybody wants the same thing in terms of like.
The basics of life. They want security and safety and
Yeah, but like
well-being for their fellow man and all these things.
yeah, but like in like a bigger sense where like both parties want, you know, like the best for everybody kind of thing.
Right. Sure.
But they have different ways of going about it,
Right.
which is pretty much your point, right?
Right.
Which is I think like a very good way of like putting things, you know, which is like not a way that people one way or the other necessarily think about things, where they're just like, well, fuck this party, fuck that one, and that's not great, you know. But when you look at it like, all right, well, everybody wants like the best for the majority of people. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to move in that direction if we're going to make any progress and get away from this super polarization. But
Yeah, it's pretty important.
I don't know. I don't know whether it's going to happen through like building that bridge, or if it's going to happen through burning everything down and then starting afresh. It remains to be seen.
Well, you guys heard it here first on the channel here, where we might have to burn everything down.
Yeah, it might happen starting here.
We're starting the
Starting
revolution
on the Brad Owen Poker
right
Channel.
now.
The Poker Vlog, episode
Yeah.
number 107. Or what are we on?
Yeah,
Exactly.
you crushed it.
Nice. Fuck yeah. This is a really good episode, you guys. It's a really fun one.
It's a really fun one.
For this episode,
Crushing.
we go to
You know what?
Columbus,
You know what,
Ohio.
Andrew? A lot of the episodes are really fun. Especially the next one. If you want to see me get fucking wrecked,
Dude,
be
every
sure to
episode.
tune in to episode 107 because
It's a really special one, you guys. For,
It's a really
for this
special
episode, we lose more money than we've ever lost before. And we also have one of the best dinners we've ever had before. All right, guys, let's get into the episode. Fast forward through all the B-roll. We fly in on Southwest Airlines and we land around 6:45 and we head to a really cool restaurant. We order the we order the basted chicken. We get 2 side orders and we get 2 glasses of wine. It's really cool. And then the next morning we head over to the Texas Card House.
Scott. Why do we
Restaurant
even do
heaven.
poker vlogs if you can just do them like that easy? It takes me 3 hours to write
What is this?
what he just wrote.
What is this restaurant heaven? 2 people said restaurant heaven. Or 1 person, I'm not sure. Never mind. All right. Anyway, enjoy the buzz, fellas, says Lance Kowski. Vegas is restaurant heaven. That's what they're probably saying. Okay. There's a strong security presence here at the South Point. It's good. Makes you feel secure. The security. Do you guys think it's okay if new guys pursue poker as a career in this day and age? Not sure what you mean by new guys. Srinivas, Sankara, maybe new to poker.
Yeah.
It's it's fine. It's gonna take a shitload of work though. It's like there's a lot of years where Brad and I were on the grind before we started this poker vlog thing.
No one saw that time period.
Yeah.
Which is interesting,
Right. So we didn't make any videos for me. It was 8 years. How long was it for you?
4? Yeah.
4 years. So 4 years of like just keeping your head down, not posting anything on social media other than like,
Almost
you're out at the
nothing.
bar and you post stuff to Facebook, which is garbage. So, there was none of this like putting hours in on the social media grind, which takes up so many hours, with the YouTube grind. So it was just tons of grinding and studying. Probably not enough studying, and probably should have been more hours of both. And there's going to be a super long process you have to be prepared for if you're setting yourself up for taking this thing seriously and as a career. It's hard to talk about 4 years to 8 years worth of grinding in 15 seconds or 20 seconds and have you get it. You know what I mean?
I do know.
He knows what I mean. He knows what I mean, but he knows what I mean.
I think that there is I think when people see the videos from Andrew and I, they assume it's easy to get to the point where you're winning $1,000 a session or whatever.
He knows what I mean.
And it's not that way. It's very tough. You look at Andrew's videos and you're like, oh, okay, well, I would have made these same decisions or whatever. But oh yeah, clearly I'm gonna call here, raise here, whatever. But it's much harder than that, when you're actually in the grind and playing 5-10 against these other guys who are, a lot of them are really good.
It also takes a lot of time to be able to withstand the stress of losing a bunch of flips in a row or a bunch of hands where you get it in as the favorite in a row. The past 2 sessions, this is another little spoiler alert for you 271 people watching. The last session I played, I got $1,400 in the middle with aces versus kings. And today I got $1,000 in the middle, a person, this is each, with aces versus kings. I lost the first one and I chopped the second one. So I'm supposed to profit a little under $2,000. If you think, you consider the 80% versus 20% that you're a favorite in both of those hands. And that's money that's not coming my way. And you have to figure out, you have to realize what it feels like. You have to understand what it feels like to lose and then chop those hands and not have it affect your play. And it's just it takes time to develop that
callous kind of a thing.
Yeah, that wall, and have it not affect your play. The next hand that you play. If you look down at Queen 9 suited from under the gun after that happens, you want to raise that hand.
It's interesting for me personally because Andrew, one time I walked up to Andrew at the Encore. He looked down at Queen 9 suited. He folded it. Do you remember this?
No.
No. He folded Queen 9 suited and he said, "If you weren't here, I would have opened this." And it was pretty funny. $5 from Brandon
Such a
Miller.
borderline hand.
Can I get on one of the vlogs? Love your vids, what you do for the game, and you really help improve. Find passion for poker again. Thanks for the good content. Thanks, Brandon, man. Thanks for like tuning in. For all you guys who are tuning in at this hour, what time is it? It's probably late.
It's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go. So, a couple more minutes. Oh, it's only 9:27. Is this real? Wow, we got started early today. Jesus. All right. But appreciate the donation anyway. $5, man. It's real cool. Like, I think that it's possible that you guys don't quite know how appreciative we are for all this stuff. For me personally, like, if it wasn't for you guys, like, I might be doing like a normal job at this point, especially this year. This year's been very tough. So I very much like appreciate all the stuff, all the donations and like just watching the videos and all that. So anyway, thanks a lot, man. I gotta get one more.
Give one more what?
One more. What is the one? Bacardi 151?
Nice. I didn't see that coming.
No, Ryan.
I'll put the order in right now.
I'll do a blue moon.
I'm sure you will.
You want a blue moon?
Shot of Blue Moon. I've never.
A shot of blue moon? No, just a regular one. But seriously, this is
Matthew Medina. What's up, dude? Thanks for hanging out. Good luck, guys. Have a good night. Be safe. Watch out for each other. Try to. Where do you guys play online? We don't.
play a little bit online.
Nah.
Yeah, I'll play a little bit.
Have you talked about why you don't live stream online anymore?
No, but I want to fire it up again pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, it's so weird, like on YouTube. Actually, I was talking to these guys briefly. A couple of these guys that were here, they work for Instagram. They work in the Manhattan office for Instagram. So they don't have any specific input for me on what I was about to talk about, which is that there was this brief stretch where they were pulling down videos from YouTube that had links to we did this, me and Jeff Gross, we hosted this poker in Vlogger in Paradise thing, this Platinum Pass Challenge thing. It was a PokerStars contest for the, whatever the hell it was called. The Platinum Pass thing. And YouTube was going through, they must have like set a bot to do a search for links to PokerStars video, I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, a lot of people got videos taken down, and it's tough to like get a hold of someone at YouTube and ask for clarification, because obviously there's like, you know, probably thousands of other videos on YouTube about poker and with links to other sites that were unaffected. And so the question is like, what's happening here? What can we talk about? What can we do? Are we allowed to live stream poker from online poker sites? There's no answers for that sort of thing, you know? So it's a little bit frustrating that we're unable to like actually have a conversation with someone at YouTube and get some actual answers. But I don't think YouTube really knows like what they should be and shouldn't be allowing in this current legislative legal environment.
You had so YouTube has like some individual agents acting on their behalf, right? So even they like, so you had some contact with YouTube, right? Where like you were talking to an individual acting on YouTube's behalf.
So I got in touch.
That person was like, "Oh, we don't know why you didn't get a warning for this." Right. As opposed to
but I got
those videos taken down, right?
So I got in touch with the guy who works on YouTube gaming, right? And he offered to like look into it, but I don't know if it actually falls in his lap. I feel like he has to reach out to another department and get some answers that might not ever come his way. You know, I don't think it's actually YouTube gaming sort of an issue. It's like this, who knows what department it falls under.
Yeah.
So I got in touch with somebody, but there was sort of like he did what he could, and then there was no more like answers after that, and it sort of trailed off into nothing. I don't know why we started talking about this. Okay.
I don't know.
It's just a little bit tough out there. I do want to fire up the live stream online grind a little bit. You know, the WSOP.com online poker site here is second rate, I would easily say, and I think anybody who grinds it would agree with that.
In terms of what?
The software, for sure the customer service is
Is it really that bad?
pretty much a joke.
Okay, I've never dealt with customer service.
I
Cool,
think
man.
the cashing out is fine, which is very important.
Ryan,
The traffic is very low.
cheers to Ryan. This guy's retiring. The dude is.
This is my new favorite thing right here.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers to you guys. If you guys are having a beer with us, cheers to you. Boom. One time. Press 1 in the chat if you're having a beer with us.
There's lots of bugs on WSOP. There's very low traffic. Anyway, I don't want to be a downer.
Really? Because you were headed down that way for a while. Where
How
are you
about- how
going?
about you
Ryan,
do-
put that backpack down.
I got valuables in it.
You do.
All right.
You
Which I
do.
left at the bar.
You do an impression of my videos because I did one of yours.
Okay. All right.
Oh, look at this.
Great.
He's like, okay, guys, here we
So
go.
I've been-
Here we
I've
go.
been waiting.
Here we go. Here, hang on. Let me actually set this up. The guy doesn't even know how to use a Gorilla Pod, first of all.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What's my favorite?
You need to. I don't know why you don't have the Joby ball head.
Brad, I got a favorable shirt.
Oh yeah,
What a-
what a dream. I might need it. Do you have a favorable shirt I could borrow?
I'm not gonna give you the one off I'm
Okay.
wearing, but
So we're here. We're at Herbs and Rye. This is one of my favorite spots in Las Vegas. It's just real cool because they have so many mixed drinks. We were in Las Vegas. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. Now we're at my apartment. You can see a whole Las Vegas behind me.
Do you want to take it? Do you want to run around
You
in
can
like
see
a drone?
the stratosphere right around this area. Got too drunk last night, so I couldn't do a proper breakdown of the hand analysis, but we're doing it today.
yes.
A day later. It's actually 3 days later because I had a 2-day hangover, which is tough.
Especially when you get to my age, you should put that in there about my age.
So,
Get the drone footage, Brad. Get the drone footage.
yeah. Drone footage. Cool. So we're in this hand. Don't regard the $600 that we lost $600 in between the last hand and this hand. Don't regard that. This is it's another hand that we're playing here. We're just gonna do 3 hands of analysis. Oh, you know what? We're gonna go. Fuck this. We're gonna go.
I would never swear in my videos.
Fuck swearing. We're gonna go to this place where there's a bunch of like rundown cars and a bunch of graffiti somewhere in like North Las Vegas you've never heard of. Where like you've literally never heard of this place or seen it. It might be in Vegas. It might not be. It might be in like northern New Jersey or something like that, where it's just like a junkyard and like there's like a Wheel of Fortune thing, and you pick your fortune, and one of those is I made quads because I make quads every goddamn video that you've ever seen, and I win all the time. So plus we had a great Moscow Mule right back at Herbs and Rye. There you go.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I would subscribe to that.
Pretty good.
I would
Nailed
watch
it.
that shit. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. RC Trip enjoyed that too. He really enjoyed it.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. Crushed it.
Hope somebody, you know, how on Twitch. You
Oh
can
wait,
say,
hold
like-
on, hold on. I'm going to the grocery store. Got to get some roses for Boosie. Got to bring those back to her. All right, we're going right back to the video.
There's a lot of different themes that occurred in that satire that you created there. A lot
Yeah.
of different themes.
Yeah.
We had drinking, we had winning, we had quads, we had the odd,
That's what I think about. I think
the
about you.
odd location, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Doing a bonus video here from New Orleans. No poker in this one, guys. Just me going to my favorite drinking spots. No one's gonna watch this video, but I'm gonna spend a lot of time and effort on it. Still, no one's gonna see it.
This is a really
Probably one of my favorite videos of all
nice,
time.
look at this angle. It's a great angle.
And yeah, we'll go right back into the live stream.
I really enjoyed that video I put together. It was just me getting absolutely drunk.
That was one of my favorite videos.
It was a great video. There's so many people that didn't watch it,
I know.
as you just covered. You're the fucking man, Brad. Appreciate your work. I'm learning a lot from watching your vids. No jokes this time. Cheers. Overland Global, Australian dollars, $7.99.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, man.
That's it? That's all you got to say? You said you're the fucking man, Brad. Like,
Yeah.
the man.
Agreed.
That's cool. I mean, that's
No.
yeah, that's definitely nice.
Yeah,
Do you think you're the man?
I think like
How about this?
no. For me, like this is what I don't like actually. There's a lot of people who say they've learned a lot from the poker vlogs, and for me, like I'm stuck this year. I'm stuck this year in poker. So when people say that to me, I appreciate it, but also feel like it's undeserved since I'm losing this year, and so that hurts. But I think there's still things to learn from like my mistakes. or
I don't know
whatever.
if they necessarily mean that you're the man because you always win and like you're just crushing poker left and right.
That wasn't necessarily like a talking about that comment necessarily. Just like when people come up and they're like, "Hey, I've learned a lot from your vlogs." For me, it's a cool comment to get, but I also feel like since I'm not winning this year, like I don't even like to say that. I don't even like to say like I'm not winning this year. Like I've never not won, and so that's a hard thing to just talk about in general.
Yeah, for sure that's hard. Like, I think a lot of people hopefully get something out of like you saying that and being upfront about it and like being willing to put yourself out there and saying that this is your profession, but sometimes you can go and it can go south for an entire year. I think that's like part of being the man. To use that like hyperbolic phrase.
For me, it's like the very hardest thing about doing this poker vlog stuff. And like even like right now, like just talking about it, I'm like bending my fingers back below the bar, just being like, fuck, I fucking hate this.
Yeah, but also your hours are like super cut. Like you're spreading
Well,
yourself
that's the
super
thing.
thin.
I feel like people don't understand how few hours we put in because we're doing the videos now.
Right.
Whereas like if we were playing poker full time, it would be a different story.
There's almost like this entire sort of story that is alluded to but isn't told through these videos. You know, it's like the story of someone who's on the path and like shares their story, but puts so much effort into the sharing of the story where like the previous thing gets you know, like it's like the tailoring of it becomes very extreme. you know, and that can be good or bad. Like it could be bad for the original thing, but it could be good for the person overall, you know. And it can.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know if anybody else knows what that means, though.
Yeah, but I feel like I wonder if like we should talk about that more often, like just up front. You know?
Probably, but I also feel like Andrew and I are just in a different situation where poker has become like not as important as the content that we're creating at this point. Where like we're doing these meetup games. We do get paid for these, and we do get paid for like YouTube stuff. And like poker is all of a sudden not as important as the content that we create and the connections that we make from this, you know. And but like that's something that's not really being told. So all of a sudden, we became like we were poker vloggers, and then like, you know, if we really dive into this, then we're like YouTube vloggers, where we're talking about like the business of YouTube, where it's not really the business of poker anymore. You know? And that's something that I think like you'll understand, but like people who are listening right now like will have no real clue about necessarily. You know?
Yeah. And is that like a bad thing if you were to start talking about it and they don't have a clue about it?
Well, I just think that like that's not why I got started in general. Like the reason I got started was because I wanted to talk about what it's like to play poker for a living. I was not interested at all in talking about what it's like to do YouTube for a living. But now it's like
hang on a second. Andrew McVeigh says Roll Tide.
Alabama fan.
Okay, carry on.
It just becomes like a weird. It becomes like a weird area, right? Where like if I'm gonna share my stats and I'm like, all right, well I'm having a losing year in poker. The next question is gonna be like, well, how do you survive? Like, how are you making money? And the answer to that is like something that gets into something that has nothing to do with poker at all, right?
Yeah, like 4 tables broke.
Sort of, yeah, sure. I mean, I get what you're saying, but okay.
So that's not something that I like signed up for when I started doing this YouTube poker vlogging thing.
Okay.
Because that was all about poker and my life playing poker. But at this point, if I'm like having a losing year, like having a break-even year, surviving is not possible basically, except for doing YouTube stuff and like doing the meetup games and all that, you know.
I mean, I honestly feel like a lot of people would get a lot of value out of that sort of thing, rather than
It's going to take me about 15 minutes to get there.
you going over another 20 hands.
Yeah, maybe, but like that's not something that I ever wanted to share though. That's not what I was interested in, you know. I was like, I'm not really interested in sharing like the YouTube business side of things.
Do you mean that you're not interested in it now, or you weren't? That wasn't the plan at the beginning.
Well, clearly, it was for sure never the plan in the beginning, right? Because I had no clue how much money there would be at all, if there would be any money in YouTube.
And now?
Also, not really interested in sharing like. Okay. It's not something that's interesting to me.
Fair enough. Then you shouldn't do it.
But I think like there are like
I'm gonna
Somebody had the idea.
tune into my channel, you guys. If this sounds interesting,
yeah, I mean that's fine. I don't really care.
check it out.
We had it
Like
going on here.
I always wanted to be good at poker. That was always like the first thing that I wanted to do. I always wanted to make most of my income in poker.
We're gonna have some study sessions, me and Brad. We're gonna turn this thing around.
I
Yeah.
stacked it, okay? So this is at 10:45.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about like
That's it.
honestly, I'm
That's
excited
2
about
hours
like
later, right?
turning like a
Andrew
new
Crow.
chapter.
Andrew Crow says what is happening here. I'll tell you what's happening here, Andrew Crow. This is two people talking about life and talking about what's important to them
1:16
and
30 minutes
what was originally important to them and maybe what's important to them now or in the future. And it's fine to talk about these things and take time to think about them.
It was
There's so many, I think it's interesting, you know, I think about these things, like our channels, if you guys saw the demographics of our channels, the analytics of our channels, which you probably are mostly aware of, like, you know, poker is very male dominated as far as the demographics. There's so many guys that watch these videos when we start having a conversation like this and they revert to the word like super cringy or something like that. When it's like it's like two people having a conversation about like what's important at the moment to them, what do they want to focus on, like how do they see this thing playing out? And it's there. I think there's a lot of dudes out there that don't have like someone to just like sit down and have a conversation with without it being like cringy, you know.
What do you think is like? What do you think like falls under the cringy category? Like what topics in particular? Like, is there
Just
anything
like-
that comes to mind?
Just like being just like exposing yourself to like what you feel about the current climate of your you know, your status, your channel, where you're at in life, your profession, whether you enjoy it, what else you could be doing, all sorts of things, you know, just like so many different facets.
It's not even me complaining.
Like that,
Adding to the story.
there's those comments come up. They come up when people start having a conversation. They say like, "This is really cringy." You know, like how Joe Ingram had that podcast with Doug, where he like got all emotional.
Okay, I didn't watch it, but yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like
It was like an existential crisis type of thing.
yeah, I don't know.
I didn't actually watch it, but I heard about it, so I don't know the details. But
I
yeah,
don't know what exactly was happening in Joe's life, but like some shit was happening, and like he put himself out there, and then like you see some comments under that video where it's like, man, this was super cringe. You put Doug in a tough spot here, you know, et cetera, but like,
see, I don't think that's like. I don't think that's like more. So I didn't watch it, but I think that like everyone who plays poker for a living, you know, not like I don't think that's isolated to like content creators. I think that's poker players.
I don't know if they caught that, but I just spilled beer as I was drinking it. Remember I did that like when we did our first ever live stream from the Cromwell? Did you remember that?
That was our first. Oh yeah.
I spilled beer.
There's a lot of moments that I like really enjoy, you know, and like that stick out to me, you know.
I don't think they saw it. It might have been too dark.
There's a lot of like things like that. Hold on, we got $5 here from Andrew McVeigh. Nothing wrong with speaking your truths. Don't keep doing you. Who cares what others are thinking right now? Postal. Stephen Hall, $5.
Hey, $5.
Appreciate it, man.
He's digging the conversation.
So, I mean, I think like this is what I really enjoy doing. I really enjoy talking with Andrew about stuff and like doing these streams. It's fun. Like you guys participate and you're in there and you guys ask us questions. But yeah, back to Joey. Like I don't think that that's like specific to people who do like content creation. I think it's like specific to poker players. Whereas like you never know really like what the next step is, which is like a very scary thing about playing poker for a living, you know.
Right.
Where like you don't really know how much money you're gonna make this year or the next year. You don't know like when the next upswing or downswing is coming, and that's like terrifying. And you're kind of like you're kind of always in like a limbo situation. It's hard to explain if like you're not in there with us. You can you know.
Jamin Burton making a repeat appearance. Still live. We're still live, Jamin.
Yeah. It all depends.
Hey, buddy.
Did you just cash out? No, I'm still sitting.
But yeah, if you guys are still here with us, we
hanging out.
appreciate it, man. It's cool. But this is like really one of my favorite things. I love like, I think you and I have a similar mindset on stuff. I think your opinion on things, your perspective on poker and like other stuff in life is very unique, which I appreciate.
Thanks, buddy.
Are you guys still just straight?
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, get up.
No, I think like we just have
Flex people right now.
kind of a I don't know what you call it.
Two buried.
Fred F.
Almost out.
We want to see you guys in 10.
$1.99. Next video I'm putting out is
High-stakes
5, 10,
poker.
20. You just put out that video. You
5,
put out
10, 20?
You put out
That's
your
even
5, 10,
bigger than
20
10, 20. That's an additional $5 in the pot pre-flop, you guys. 10, 20? Try 5, 10, 20.
Boom. Roasted.
See ya. Later, Fred F. Was that Fred F who said that?
Yeah.
Fred F. What a good name, Fred F.
Redman
Double
says
F.
Brad is fish. Redman, fuck you. All right, deleted. You're hide user from this channel. You're gone, buddy. Fuck you, Redman. That's a power that I have.
Oh, power
You're gone.
Power moves.
You're gone.
Power moves.
No,
I like this song.
Redman's probably a good guy.
We heard this song.
Seems like a dick to me.
Yo,
but
we were in Midland, Texas. We heard somebody do this song in karaoke.
oh yeah, everywhere you go, you hear this guy.
Radman was hidden by Brad Owen. Chaz Gill says, Brad, I played with you in Texas, and I know you're a good winning player. If all else fails, just come back to Texas, and you'll come out of downswing real quick.
Tell that to Redman.
Was it Redman?
I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? The guy's a dick.
Radman. It was Radman.
Radman. Guy's an asshole.
You should
don't really
here
care.
join us. Join us in the chat.
a beer though.
She gone.
You can stand here.
Who's in the chat?
Representing the win.
Dan, get out of here. I hate Dan. I hate Dan.
I guess I got kicked out.
Dan is
Representing the
a
win.
Dan is a grinder here in
Would you stack
Las
him today?
Vegas.
Is that what happened?
No, I got stacked by everybody, and Brad was sitting there laughing at me the whole time.
I did laugh at Dan the whole time.
Ace or 6-9, that was the hand, right?
Dan's the
All in
best.
free. This guy is 6-9.
I like Dan a lot, but yeah, fuck this. Fuck Dan.
Also, can I borrow some money?
Yeah. Well, how much do you need?
2,000.
No.
right.
Let's see here. $2 from Andrew McVeigh. Radman. Boo. Appreciate it. Jason Marsh, $1.99.
Do they think
You're in
you should
Wahlberg. This is
loan
Dan.
me some money?
Dan, he plays poker in Vegas. Good guy, real friendly. We have a lot of mutual friends. I'm not friends with him, but
Yeah, cool.
seems cool, seems nice. I've known Dan for years, which is too many years.
A few too many years.
What do you usually play?
You know
No one
this.
cares.
I only play
We are
okay.
going to go back to my face.
Okay.
Dan. All right, Dan, where do you usually play?
I play at the Win.
How do you feel like
Dan,
poker has
what's-
changed in Las Vegas throughout the last couple of years?
Sorry, what?
How do you feel like poker has changed in Las Vegas through the last couple of years? When did you move out here?
7 years ago
From the Northeast, right?
from Maine. Yeah.
That's about as Northeast as it gets.
Yeah. Can I get a Sierra Nevada?
2 of them,
Thank you.
please. On Dan's tab.
On this guy's tab.
Andrew
what are you talking
McVeigh
about?
says $2.
Here, Dan. See?
Here,
Half of
Dan,
it on me.
buy half a beer on me.
I don't know you, but I love you.
Maine is boring.
It is.
Respect.
That's why I live here.
Is Maine boring?
Well, I'm from Portland, and it's not that boring here. It's like the only city, but yeah.
You from Portland, Maine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're ever there, go to this brewery. It's my cousin's. $10. Get out of here. $10.
He's trying to plug this brewery that
It's my cousin's.
No
They
one's-
give back to the VA.
no one's ever been to.
You don't want to give back to the VA?
Thanks for the beer.
Appreciate it. It's Mike Fossil. There you go.
Where did the hat go?
Thank you.
There he goes. All right, we got $20. Mike Postle, what do you guys think? All right, this is so have you like followed along? Dan's actually like a very good guy.
There you go. I
You
just
won a ring, right? Did you win a ring?
yeah.
He won a ring.
I don't think
Guy
he,
won
I
a
don't
ring.
think he was cheating.
Okay, sarcasm. There's not much to say.
Yeah, he definitely cheated. It seems.
Guy cheated.
Oh, we want to talk about. Let's get into Apostle, you guys. Let's
No,
let's
we were
let's do a
talking
deep
about-
dive.
No, I feel like no one's
Let's do
ever.
it
Has
deep.
anyone talked about Postle yet?
Not enough. Definitely not enough.
Probably been covered, but
I think so.
yeah, probably been covered. So it didn't go well for you, or what? Tonight, did it go well for you or no?
Well, I'm almost in for 4K, and I currently have like close to
Interesting.
3 on the table. So
Interesting.
What do you
Getting
think is
there.
like? What do you think is so? How long you played for a living for 7 or 8 years?
no, 3, 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Before that,
Before that, I was working in kitchens.
Doing what exactly? Were you a cook?
Cooking? Yeah.
You cook
Yep.
in Vegas or where? Where?
In Vegas at Setabello.
Were you
Oh, yeah.
Were you playing poker at the same time or no?
Not at the beginning because I didn't have any money, but eventually, yeah. Eventually, I started doing like half 1-2, half cooking pizza.
good pizza.
All right, we got
It's the
a
best. You
$1.99 from
Yeah,
Tom
it's so-
Polly. Hey, Brad.
Yeah, I'm still
Tom
super
from
close. to, like,
Borgata in Atlantic
It's such a
City.
good
Cool,
company.
man. Thanks a lot.
Have you been to
Thanks a lot for the. I haven't been, man. I would
you
like
have
to go.
You actually have to. I think
Really?
it's the best pizza in Vegas.
Really? All right. $20. That's a big donation.
Wait, so are you gonna
A
hand me
Reese
cash
poker
or like
shot
how
of
does this work?
Fireball. All right, we will see. I don't know if we can do that or not, but
What did that person say? Was it $20?
a shot of Fireball.
Shot of Fireball.
You might need a little bit more for.
I'm out on that. It's you.
I'm in.
There you go.
Okay.
You gotta.
All right.
take it, buddy.
2 shots of Fireball coming up. You want a shot of Fireball?
This is
really?
nice. Why don't we do this like every night?
These are things to learn from losing as well, Brad. Hang in there and make adjustments. You're showing the world your games as okay. Yeah, I don't think the world / yeah. I've been not playing my best, to be honest. And
Can confirm. I played with him earlier.
yeah, also Dan has not been playing his best. Dude's a goddamn clown.
Yeah, some spirits for tomorrow. Major.
Yeah.
Where I think they fucked up. Right? Vegas makes mistakes.
I won a lot of equity dollars today.
No, you didn't.
I got in 10s versus 7-5.
I talked to Jason.
That felt pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, you lost.
Just turned 10.
And what?
You lost.
Yeah. To the best possible guy though. And if he's watching,
He's
good
doing
job.
pretty well.
Yeah. Dan's been around for a while.
You would probably believe.
you've been here 5 years?
I've been here for like 7. Why? I moved here like 2012. I went broke, so
Yeah.
I was like gone for a year. Then I moved back.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
So like six out of the last 7 years, kind of thing.
Built models. Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of what I did too. I went home for like almost a year in between.
You did
Yeah.
to Maine.
Yeah.
What do you think is like your best piece of advice for?
Yeah, if you're gonna continue.
what do you think like people should move here to play for a living, or what's your thought on that?
No, don't move to Vegas. Go to anywhere else. I don't know.
That's kind of my thought too.
Probably LA,
LA.
maybe Houston,
The thing,
somewhere in Texas.
the thing that's
something.
bad about LA is that like cost of living is so high.
Is there
So
any
like you
big,
can move to LA
like,
if you
stuff
have
coming up?
roommates,
Obviously,
right? But you should move to LA on your own.
Shit in Reno in April, but
It sounds like he's
I
trying to
think
do
the
it.
best piece of advice is don't get into poker unless you have a ton of buy-ins. Like, don't ever underestimate how good it is to have a big bankroll.
That's like the best lesson you could possibly have.
Like, I play with a lot of people because I usually play 2-5 at the win, like a 1,500 buy-in. I play with a lot of people that probably have like 100 to 200K, and like
so you guys,
that seems
you guys
perfect.
talked about, 'cause you
Like, it
do,
seems like a lot when you like look at it, but
well, I think it's hard to have 100 to 200K bankroll in poker, you know. But there are
Yeah.
the guys who do. Those are the guys who are doing it right.
Right.
You know. We got $20 from Matthew Medina. Thanks a lot, man. No message or anything, just like $20, which is pretty cool. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I think go address these. Andrew.
how do you do this? Okay, I saw Portland. Why Portland? I don't
Is this
know.
yours?
I don't know. I hope
This
so.
is mine.
It was
I
yours.
gotta-
No,
That's yours?
The Sierra Nevada is.
Yeah, this is mine. All right, I'll drive this.
wait. So every
I'll-
time you
I'll
do this,
steer
you
this
get free
ship.
drinks.
Well, I don't know. This is Brad's channel, so Brad's just collecting here. Look at Brad. Look at all his Brad's. Guys, we're gonna try and hold this down while Brad is off to the restroom. I know you guys didn't subscribe to this channel to see these two dummies, but here we are. So former professional chef.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you would call yourself, professional chef?
Sure.
Dan, now professional poker player.
Now professional poker player. Yeah.
Mainly 2-5 at the win, or what?
Pretty much. Yeah. And online.
Is there?
But
Oh yeah. So
on WSOP.
really,
Yeah.
what do you like, tournaments or what? Cash games?
Both.
Yeah. What kind of? See, this is what I don't get. Like this, people who like. I mean, I guess the tournament side I for sure get because I don't really spend a lot of time there on WSOP, but I have dabbled in the cash games, and it's a fairly miserable experience.
It is, but it's just a battle. It's just fun.
Okay. I mean, I can get it from like trying to improve because, you know, there's occasional recreational players that wander in there. There's a lot of regulars that are in there all the time. Are you like
How can
reading
you not read
occasional
these? And
messages?
yeah.
Yeah, you just
Love
carry on.
wieners,
You
yeah.
just carry on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man. We love fucking wieners. Okay. Whatever. So okay. Now it's settled. So anyway.
What's the
So
question?
cash games, like how high stakes do you play on the WSOP? And what is your screen
It
name?
depends. Yeah. No.
They know my screen name because I've streamed a couple times. I'm Grandpa Ed.
I don't know.
I probably played lower than you though.
No, I play. It all depends on what I'm trying to do. If I'm playing like to make a living, then I play like 200 and some 500.
Okay.
But I often will play just to sharpen my game when I'm playing like a lot of live. So then I'll play like 50, 100, 200. I just try to maximize tables and just like bust out hands, and then
Yeah, I'm usually hanging out in like the 50 or the 100 streets. Sometimes 200,
yeah.
and can't help myself. I get into the PLO, and then it all goes south.
Oh.
And then I have to redeposit.
Oh yeah.
But there's usually a bonus code, so that's cool. Andrew McVeigh says, "Good night, Andrew, Brad, and Dan. Cheers."
Hold on. We need to take a shot,
Hey,
Brad.
this
On
this
somebody.
Andrew
Exactly.
sends to us and specifically mentioned you.
Yeah.
That's gotta feel good, right?
It does, yeah. My vlog's coming out soon.
I'm trying to see if we can get the three of us in here. Oh Jesus! Hold on.
Why don't we just move some of these?
Why don't we get Brad a proper stand? If we squeeze in, we might all be in frame. Look at that. Dan's in there somewhere. There he is.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if they can hear us from that far away, though. I'll hang out here for a little bit, and then Brad will get back in the center because it's his channel. Did you acknowledge all these? Look at that. How did you get all these? Like,
Did we get him? I don't know.
Yeah,
right.
Andrew McVeigh, or that's his name. We gotta take a shot.
Oh yeah, we got Matthew Medina.
Matthew Medina.
Yeah.
He didn't send any words. Just
No words, just
Heaven.
like $20.
have a $20 bill. Good sir.
Good night, Andrew, Brad, and Dan. Cheers. $2. Yeah, I think we got them all.
Cool. Dan, what branch of the military did you serve? But they might be.
My hat.
Confusing.
It's just my cousin's brewery. It's called Stars and Stripes. Yeah. He
Dan
was a
came
Marine.
here just to plug a brewery.
It's a local brewery in Maine. It's a good cause. They give like 2%, I think, of something revenue or
Dan
profit
made these stats
to the
up,
VA.
but
It's new, so
This
Check
one
it
is,
out.
This one is for both of you guys. Turn to each other and name one big leak about the other person. It will be good for conversation / help's sake.
In the streets downtown.
All right, one big leak about the other person.
Northwest.
I don't know if I know Dan well enough to know any
Yeah, dude,
leaks.
for sure. All right, man.
Do you know any leaks of mine?
yeah, I mean, you vlog and give away your strategy.
You out of here?
Yeah, I'm out.
I'll see you around, man. Yeah. Good luck to you. See ya. Thanks for coming by. Okay, Dan says
No, I
I
don't.
Dan says I release my secrets online via vlogging.
seems
And Brad
fair.
watches too much porn.
How much is too much? It's kind of subjective. According to Dan. Okay, tell me a leak of mine, Brad. I'm probably drinking too much.
I think like
I think I've had it under control mostly.
I think like Probably. I mean, I could just do this for myself. I could do this for all of us actually. Biggest league of yours, probably like just wanting to play a lot of hands because it's fun, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So
I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting better. Go on.
I feel like that's like there's certain spots like you probably know where it's like I probably shouldn't play this hand, and
Yeah.
you do.
I mean, it comes back to that Queen 9. Sorry, guys. It comes back to that Queen 9 conversation we had a little bit ago.
Yeah, and like mine for sure is like calling too much, and we're trying to.
Sorry. Hopefully that's good.
I don't think that like. I think that most players who play for a living know their leagues for one thing. You know.
You think they do?
Yeah, like for sure, like I'm calling too much, and that's my biggest league in like a lot of spots. Whether it's like calling raises, like people who are raising me, like they just always have it, and I just like keep calling them lately, and that's my biggest league. You know.
I don't think most people know that though. I
You don't
think that's like
You don't think so?
no, like I think it's good that you do know that, you recognize that. But most people try to fix their leagues and like
You think most people try to fix their leagues? Like I think
like
I think to your point, really, like most people are not aware of their leagues.
Right.
I think that's what you're trying to say.
right.
Yeah.
But if you're aware of it, in which you are, then like you're gonna improve on it. Like you know you're calling it a little too
I'm not
wide
going to
sometimes.
improve. I'm not going to improve on it.
You won't, but most people will.
What do you mean you're not going to improve on it?
I just like I felt like people. For me personally, like I just feel like people just have always had it against me, and I have like known that where people are like raising me, and in general, like you can exploit that so much just by folding, and I just haven't been, you know, and that's been like a giant leak of mine. People are raising me, and I'm just like, do they always have it? Like, how do they always have it? And I just like keep calling, like just not believing that they always have it, but they fucking always do. Like every time.
Yeah. They do always have it.
Like on the river or what?
On the flop, on the turn, on the river,
Are we doing a
pre-flop,
shot?
like which?
I'm not doing a shot. You guys do a shot.
We have to.
No,
Someone
no.
bought it.
Yeah.
This is my first vlog,
Like
so I don't
Dan's
know.
enthusiasm.
They're paying for stuff. I kind of like feel obligated.
Let me scroll back here. Jason Marsh. Brad, you're my favorite poker blogger. I'll be in Vegas from St. Louis on November 8th to the 11th. Where can I come play with y'all and get my $9.99 back? He gave his Instagram handle here, Jason Marshmallow. For all the people watching, go follow Jason Marshmallow. He paid for it, for God's sakes.
All right. You're likely
November-
gonna have to get it back from Dan
Fight blind.
over here. Andrew and I are so that's a weekend. Friday is November 8th.
I'm gonna put this up here so no one walks off with it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Over here.
Where's my backpack? Oh, it's on that one. All right.
Thank you.
So November 8th, we're going to be in South Dakota. We're likely going to the Northeast after that. So there's a good chance Andrew and I will not be in town during those dates. Dan will be though.
I'll be
gonna
here. Come to
Dan
the
will
win.
be here.
Yeah.
The win.
Yep.
You'll find Dan at the win.
Maybe Venetian. Depends when.
You'll find him at the win.
There's some good tournaments.
Don't go to the Venetian.
Yeah.
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 Dan's not into the Venetian boycott.
Look for
apparently.
him. He's going to look like this.
No. Well, I got to play some tournaments. You know.
He's got to make a living, for fuck's sake. So the November 8th, we'll be in South Dakota. I was going to say
And like
San Diego.
likely
Wait,
we
what?
we have some other
We'll be in
plans
Deadwood.
possibly
Is that
for
a
that
city or a town?
for that weekend,
Deadwood is
but
a
we don't
town,
have anything like
South
certain yet.
Dakota.
But we're
Why?
trying to like solidify
Meetup
it.
thing?
There's a casino, yeah. We're going to play a meetup game in South Dakota. Cadillac Jacks is the name of it.
Yeah. And then from there we're going
That sounds
somewhere else.
awesome. I've never been to South Dakota.
Exactly. I haven't either. Have you been to South Dakota ever?
No.
Yeah, it's a first for both of us, and it should be pretty fun. We're going to play both 1, 2, and 3, 5. But it's very unlikely that the 253 people watching this are going to be able to be there. So, whatever. It'll be cool.
Yeah. Figure it out. But Dan will be in Las Vegas, ready
The point is,
to play you guys.
Yes.
get your money.
Dan,
right
where are
here.
you going to be? November 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Probably here in Vegas, playing at the Win.
There you go. There you
Win.
guys have it.
Table 10, probably.
Boom.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. Seat 2.
Fireball shots.
Fireball shots.
What is it about the Win that they do well and why can't other rooms do it?
I mean, I think every room's capable.
I don't expect you to have an answer to the second part.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the cleanest, friendliest place to me.
Yeah.
I do think the games are the hardest, but that's because of the buy-in structure, I think.
Right.
But I don't know.
It's made up for by the potential earnings
Yes.
due
Yeah.
to A, the Win clientele, and B, the depth. Okay,
Yeah.
I want to not be in the middle of this conversation. This frame. I want Brad Owen to be in the middle of it. How should you get over there? Yeah, I'm feeling good. All right, I'm immediately feeling better. Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I like you in it. To be honest.
I mean, I'll be in it, but
well, then get
I like you to be. All right, I'll be here. I'll be here.
Dan out of it. Dan's out. No one knows who Dan is.
No.
Well,
Although
Dan's
I just became
Dan's
famous.
Dan's just a good guy. He's like,
There's a lot of
fuck Dan though. Also,
There's a lot of
no, Dan's a great guy.
There's a lot of like Vegas regs that just rub you the wrong fucking way. Dan's not one of them. You know?
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go the opposite way.
No. It's like, oh, Dan's here. That's cool.
So that's a funny thing. That we're Andrew and I have been friends with a lot of people who are in Vegas who played for a long time. They're like people probably have no idea about. And Dan is one of them. Dan is one of those guys who has been in Vegas for a long time that we've been friends with, and no one knows anything about him. Right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people like that. I mean, me and you were
The same exact
some of
way.
those people.
Yeah. Which is like,
Any of those people could have told their story if they had just picked up a camera and taken the time,
Can we do
or if
two
they were
shots
like
of Fireball?
maybe a little bit worn out on the grind, and some of these people are still passionate about the grind and would rather just do that and keep their head down and do that.
so when I saw your vlog, I thought a couple things. So like before I saw Andrew's video, I thought it'd be real cool to do a movie or a television show about people who played poker for a living in Vegas. And I never thought about YouTube at all until a buddy of mine, Check Race Charles, saw Andrew's vlog.
Oh yeah. I always thought his vlogs were better than yours.
Yeah. Respect. And so he actually told me, Check Race Charles told me about Andrew's Instagram. Cheers, man. Dan, let's do it, dude. Cheers, guys.
Ready?
All right.
Are you ready? What do you mean? Where's there to get ready for?
Gotta get ready to take the shot.
All right. So this is like, I can't. You gotta give like Andrew so much credit for some of this stuff.
All right, we've been over this.
No, we haven't. We haven't.
We need to go over this. Guys,
So-
this is a video poker machine right here. I don't know what we're doing.
Andrew did like.
Not playing this.
Andrew did this Instagram thing, which probably still. I've talked about this a few times.
I should go back to the Instagram thing and
Um,
drop the YouTube thing.
But before Andrew
Those are the
did,
days.
before Andrew did YouTube, he was doing Instagram like every day, like a shot of like poker or whatever, which was like not very intriguing.
It was a
No.
photo from my life.
No, it was intriguing. But the most intriguing part for me was that it was Andrew doing it, because like he seemed like a very introverted person, so for him to like put himself out there every day seemed like that was the weirdest thing for me, because I'd known you for a little while, not too long, for like maybe like 2 years or something.
Yep.
And you didn't talk too much.
Right. Still don't.
Yeah. So I was like very surprised that you were. What do you think is like the dichotomy of that? Like, can you talk about that a little bit?
Like which aspect of it?
When you were playing poker for a living, you seemed like very quiet.
Right.
But then like there was a part of you who wanted to have yourself out there as well. And, like express yourself in like a different way.
I'm actually like still pretty quiet. So there's this guy who makes podcasts about his life and his poker grind. He goes by the moniker of DGAF. Yeah. I don't know his actual name.
I don't know how to social media.
Maybe somebody in the chat knows his actual name. But so he used to be like a high stakes crusher.
He wants to keep it hidden. So
Really?
don't say his name if you do know his name. Seriously.
Well, that's like kind of impossible, but okay.
Well, he wants to like keep it hidden because I know people who actually know his name, and he's asked them to like.
Okay, it doesn't matter. So anyway, like he used to be a high stakes crusher, and he eventually, I guess, I don't know the full story, but he basically, I think his spending was too high. His monthly nut was like something like $20K a month or something. This is what I heard, and he ran out of money. And so he's been on the grind and has been making this podcast. He's been creating this podcast based around trying to grind it back and get back into a comfortable situation. He's, I think he has a daughter and a girlfriend, and so there's these interweaving, storylines, that whole situation. And so, anyway, I had heard about him before. He had posted on 2+2. He's got like a well-known like epic thread on 2+2 about like the life of the grinder and the live poker grinder, etc. And his name is Robert Paulson. Yes, his name's not Robert Paulson. So anyway, he's been making this podcast, which I think I heard about, but I had never listened to. And then I played in a game with him at the Bellagio. 510. We were playing 510 at the Bellagio in a somewhat epic game because we had this player in the game that was just.
It's the longest goddamn story I've ever heard. How do we?
It's not really that
tighten
long.
this up?
It's not really that long.
Let's go.
So we were playing in this game together. There was a very interesting game based on the dynamics. And anyway, he mentioned me in the podcast, and somebody tagged me in a tweet saying I was in the podcast. So I listened to the podcast. Yeah.
No, I don't know where we're at. Just go.
So he said in the podcast that I was quiet at the table, but he also said that like at one point his girlfriend was like really into the videos that I was making, and that he bought a beanie from the Favorable Apparel shop for his girlfriend, and so he knew about me. I didn't know about him at the time when we were playing in the game, but he said that I was very quiet at the table. He said that I was straddling. He said that I was like doing my part to make it, a good game. He said that I was like a creative type, is what he said in the videos. He said I was like a creative type, that I was generally quiet, and that's fine. That I put the straddle out and I did my part, and that was fine. But it's interesting. So the reason I told this whole long ass story was because of
please tell us.
like you have somewhere to be. Like you have some interesting.
I got nothing.
You have some interesting story
I
to
got
tell
nothing.
that's just behind this one. So the reason I told this whole story is because some people express themselves differently. Some people are going to be, the life of the party at the table. They're going to be making for a super fun game via conversation. Some people are going to express their poker experience via content. They're going to create something on YouTube. They're going to talk your ear off via a vlog. You guys are used to hearing me talk nonstop. Thanks to the power of editing, I can edit out the parts where I'm thinking about what I want to say next in my video. And you're used to hearing me just, constantly speak. But then you see me at the poker table, it's surrounded by eight strangers, or I might know a couple people, and I'm quiet. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just grinding. I might be like thinking about how I want to tell the story of this session. Maybe there's something here I can capture and put it into a media format. And I thought it was just really cool how this character said that, you know, I did my part via the straddling, and I was you know, playing some hands here and there. But not everybody has to be the life of the party. Some people do it in different fashions. You know, some people do it after the fact. Some people do it via different art forms, which is a vlog or Instagram or stuff like that. And that's me. So most people are used to hearing me talk, but will be kind of surprised by my quietness at the table. I'm actually a pretty introverted person, but I really like making videos. The end. Okay, now Brad, back to regularly scheduled programming. Here's Brad Owen, the guy you subscribed to. Here he is. Take it away.
Okay. All right.
Okay, here we are.
Yeah, I think like
Okay, we finally got there. Mario, I see you, Mario. Yo, shout out to Mario. I see you on Twitter, Mario. I see you on YouTube. I don't know if I see you on Instagram, but thanks for always hanging out, Mario.
I think
Mario Jr.
I just like always enjoy listening to Andrew's perspective on stuff, like whatever it is. It's always like pretty well thought out, you know. And so whether it is like about poker or something else, actually for me personally, I enjoy listening to his perspective about stuff that has nothing to do with poker, which like for me, like if I'm privy to like something that Andrew doesn't share with everybody else, I feel pretty good about that, you know.
Like, why?
Like if you talk about like, well, that doesn't happen that often.
Yes, yes, Alex Gordon, we see you.
But yeah, if you talk about like politics or whatever, like this is not necessarily like the space for that or whatever. But like for me, I just enjoy when you tell me like insight into like what you think about other things other than poker.
Okay.
That's like my favorite because I can go to
All
the
right.
poker vlogs for your poker perspective.
Yeah.
But it's
What do
like
you want to hear more about?
I think yeah, political things is like one thing, but
Okay.
it's like different.
What
It's-
else?
It's hard. It's hard. I mean, that's a big thing, right?
All right. Yeah, it's a big thing for sure. It's tough to tackle, you know, because it's so polarizing and instantly infuriating to so many people, and they want to type their sentence in and say, "Hey, F you," for that one sentence you said.
Yeah, politics are kind of the worst. Like for any like social media platform, people have everyone's like misinformed, right? No one has like all the information. That's why it's the
I would
worst.
love to join one of your meetup games if you come to Northern California. MJC.
Grayton.
Does Grayton
Grayton.
Casino count as Northern California?
Oh yeah,
Feels like it does.
hour north of San Francisco, November
May I-
15th and 16th. Let's go.
Order a beer.
Someone said show Dan too.
Yeah, see the fans.
Dan's got a
alright?
fan.
Yeah.
Dan, you got a good
I got-
sort of like somebody said somebody told me like a movie face or something like that. I think you got
Yeah.
like a movie face.
Yeah, definitely been in some movies and I had to take some other shot. I totally forgot this kid, the Reno 911 kid, and I ordered a shot like 30 minutes ago.
Dan
So I
has
went back to my table, I cashed out, and I had to take a shot. So
Or you cashed out.
I did.
That's what just happened.
Minus 600, which
What was your lowest point?
minus like 2,500.
crushed it.
Good, man.
Yeah, I don't actually have a drink. I need a drink. But
Good job.
I can do this.
Thanks for contributing to the
Maybe I can get sponsored
Thanks for
by
contributing to
Hydroflask.
meetup games.
Is this how this works? You
I hope you enjoyed your experience at
Volcom
meetup games.
Hydroflask? No, this is not how you do it.
Alright.
I do love these meetup games are like my favorite thing.
Go on.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Tell
Mainly
us about 'em.
because
Tell us about these meetup games.
it's a lot of like people that like trying to have fun playing poker and like
Listen, man.
You miss
we're not
that a
gonna
lot.
pay you for this shit, Dan.
no, but like in poker you don't see that often enough. So often you see people like wearing headphones and not socializing, but at these games like they're great games too. Like don't get me wrong, like you can make good money in these games, but people are here to have fun. Like they're here
Dan's
to like
getting
talk to you
fucking
guys.
rich off these goddamn meetup
I am.
games.
I actually only play like once a month.
We have another friend.
And he
that
said South Dakota, so I guess I got.
we- you got to book a flight, bro.
Dan's coming to South Dakota.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, Dan. Cool.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
was the most-
$4.99.
You didn't dig deep enough. You had like
Hold
some
on. We
insightful
have
stuff there.
Dan.
my boy coming over now too.
I made it.
See?
We got Reno.
How's it
We
going?
got Reno. We got
Reno.
real mustache.
On the camera.
No one knows what happened. We got Lieutenant Dangle.
See?
Oh, I can't. I'm not that
No,
flexible.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
you
that
are.
flexible.
Yeah,
I'm not
you
that
are.
flexible.
Yes, you are. Get your fucking leg up here. This one.
All right.
Don't fall. Yeah, that's fine.
Brad, you guys
hey,
have-
on camera. Brad, we need the camera. Jesus, you're so bad at this. Jesus. Get the
You
camera
guys
over
are
here.
fucking me up.
I leave the frame for 3 minutes.
I can't hold. I'm not a gymnast.
He's not even
4 beers.
Gymnast.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna try and make this happen. Real quick.
Brad, looks like you need another beer.
Agreed.
What are you drinking?
Blue Moon.
That's the Syria better.
Next. Blue Moon. All right. Both you guys have done a phenomenal job and should be real proud of yourselves. Been watching both of you for years now.
I mean, you and Dan.
Coming from a regular guy that enjoys playing poker, I would like to say thanks.
You need a beer?
It's nice, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
What do you want?
I appreciate it a lot. I don't
You
know
want a-
about
you
Brad,
want a
but I
Blue
appreciate
Moon
it.
like
No,
Brad's?
I don't drink blue moons like Brad. No.
MJZ, he sent $1.99
What do you
and he
drink?
typed $10.
do you
He
like
tried
for
to psych
beers?
us out there. He tried to
Tried to
the
bluff us.
the old switcheroo,
Kill bluff.
but we see right through it.
$9.99 from MJZ. Come to NorCal and have a drink on me.
There he is.
I'm down
MJZ,
for
same
beer.
guy.
You're
He,
down for beer?
he tried to send
I'm in my
$10. He
neighborhood.
actually tried to.
Sierra Nevada is a NorCal drink,
I
so
want Lagunitas
we're having it on
or
you.
Sierra Nevada.
It's really
Or
not right.
Lagunitas.
IPA?
Or I can watch my figure and
Hot
get
take
Mick Ultra. I
from
don't know.
Andrew Neely on Brad Owen's channel. Honestly, it's really bad. But I'm sure MJZ that Brad disagrees with me and appreciates the $9.99 that you sent into his Google AdSense.
Andrew's one of my favorite people.
I think I get it now.
All right, try and
big
grind it
fan.
there.
20 an hour playing poker, and then you make $1 billion an hour.
I make zero an hour.
Lagunitas or Russian River? I'm going to say Lagunitas. I'm not familiar with. I've heard of Russian River, but I don't know
Yeah,
it.
yeah. When you come to Creighton, I'll bring you toRussian River. Russian
Julia-
River doesn't really distribute.
Julia says, can only imagine what bystanders at South Point are thinking about this. Let's find out. What do you guys think about this? You guys think anything about this? You want to say hi to the people?
Hey.
There you go.
Who are we saying hi to?
We cool?
He's been working
Hey, there we go. YouTube. We're on YouTube.
Hey.
There you go. Shout out to the South Point. Nice people. Nice people at the South Point. There you go. See, everyone's great.
Lefty.
He's left.
That's a left.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Exactly. We need to get these guys. Let's get these guys around. What do you guys drinking?
Veins. Fucking
What are those?
full of heroin.
What are those beer? Oh, sorry.
He was big.
Yeah.
I heard that's what the local is.
I saw this. I wasn't sure.
The best drug.
Yeah, I got it. All right, next
Listen.
round on me, guys.
The later you guys hang out with us,
Yeah, Brad. I want back in the bar. You can't kick me out forever.
Whatever that weird beer
Okay,
is.
give him Blue
Worst
Moon.
it's gonna
I'm done
get
with Lagunitas.
on our side.
Let's do a Bud Light.
What are you gonna get?
Blue Moon.
Andrew, you need
So we
anything?
play poker. We have like a YouTube channel talking about poker and breakouts.
Get a shirt like this.
What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are you doing here? I like John Doe's comment. I cannot believe I'm still watching this. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? Literally.
He's famous.
You're making like some giant mistakes here. We're gonna talk to Dan and Lieutenant Dangle.
That's a new sitcom. I think we should start that.
Yeah.
But wait, why do you get
Dan
the first
and
name?
Lieutenant
Why do you get the lead? Well, I'm the one wearing the short shorts and got the stash.
You
Show us the short
you do
shorts.
have an overall better look. Yeah.
Get your face in here, Dangle. No one needs to see that.
You need the
Okay.
glasses off.
Are
Though.
we sure? Do we need the glasses?
Okay, no, we'll go.
How
People
would
back
anyone,
home
how
are-
would anyone know who you are?
I still have the tag open. Andrew Nemi. He was trying to tell you to put all the drinks on that. Yeah.
Hi there. How's it going? Good session? Question mark? I had a good session. Thanks for asking. Semi-pro 600 or something. Why are you holding the thing like that?
Yeah, Brad. What are you doing?
What's
Brad,
happening?
don't fuck this one up.
We gotta get.
He's got a great face.
Okay. You want me to hold it?
It's
Here, I'll
getting
hold
better.
it.
Right?
And you watched the MSU game? Yeah, we had that on during the meetup game at the Poker Room. It didn't look too pleasant. Not a good look for Michigan State. We got a little bit wrecked.
Thank you.
Dan, do you always
Let's
look
see.
like a guy
You guys
who
rock
like
it. Yeah, you
didn't
can leave
quite
it.
make AAA baseball?
Brad is.
You're like, is there
Brad,
like a
I've seen
quadruple A
Brad
baseball?
more blitz than this. Trust me, guys.
Like a guy couldn't
He's having an
quite
okay
go from
time.
third to first.
He's having a couple beverages, but I've actually seen him much more blitz than this. If you guys
Somebody
want
could
to see him
throw
much more
from
blitz than
third
this,
to the pitcher
check out his
real
video
low.
from the Texas Card House in Austin. That's pure blitz.
Dude, don't
Brad
tell me
Owen.
you didn't play fucking
Peak
shortstop
blitzed.
or third.
Peak blitz. Brad Owen.
Pitcher and third base. Yeah. You
Get you guys set up here.
Nailed it. So Dan, shut the fuck up.
Brad, do you need to like?
Yeah.
You got a bunch of messages that were like text messages and stuff. You need to check in with like your family. No, you good? Okay. Work hard, play harder.
Dan's got
I
to check
think,
in with whoever was like the third base coach for the fucking quadruple A Squirrels for like. Where were you from? The Maine?
Portland Sea Dogs. Yeah.
Is there like a fucking lobster quadruple A team?
Red Claws.
Brad, this guy wants you to.
Nailed it.
Brad, this guy wants you to.
Zero fucking clue what the scene is in the Maine area, but Dan
Brad,
has it locked in.
this guy wants you to yell out Nepal.
No,
Commission.
Nepal.
I don't think you said it in my ear
All right,
directly.
sorry, Nepal. Yeah, let's do that. What do we
Okay.
need to do?
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up.
I don't know if you know me, but I'm famous now.
Apparently, yeah. You're a big deal.
yeah.
I mean, AAA baseball, and you're on the blog.
Yeah.
Blog, so
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, what are we doing?
easy
What are
out
we
here
doing?
in
I don't know
Vegas.
what you guys are doing here.
I'm gonna wrap
Jesus.
this up pretty soon. Brad's
Yeah.
gonna wrap this up too. Let's wrap this up. Goat bacon? I don't know what this is about. It's coming. It's going off the rails, you guys. All right, Brad,
Just
you want to wrap
now.
this up?
Just now.
Yes.
I
All right,
didn't know
let's
we were
wrap this
watching. How does,
Yes,
does
let's
it
wrap
tell you?
this up.
220 people
This
are
is what
watching
it
this.
is.
Peace, guys.
And
I'll,
only
put up
190
word.
liked it.
Okay.
Well played.
Off the rails. All right, wrap it up. Or hang
Hold
out.
on.
That's good
You guys-
advice.
Okay, Brad's not
That's
done.
very good advice.
If we get 20 more likes, we'll keep it going for 5 more minutes.
How do you see? Oh, okay.
So we need to get it up to 210. If we
In
get it
how-
up to 210 in the likes, then we'll keep it going.
In the next how long?
Free house.
5 minutes.
5 minutes? That's a long time.
We got up to 199.
It's 206. It's already happened.
Yeah.
206.
Oh, no,
All right.
God. I was like, oh no, yeah,
213. 213.
immediately.
All you
Wait,
gotta do is
all right,
ask,
guys.
ask and you
For 5
shall
more
receive.
minutes.
Appreciate ya.
Ask and you shall receive. See that? That's a good lesson
Okay.
for everybody.
You've been
All right.
live for 3 hours?
Jesus, man.
You guys are killing it.
Jesus. All right. If there's
Brad's
anything,
killing it. This is his channel.
God.
You're doing good, man. Like, I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of Brad too.
I'm ashamed, Brad.
Hey, what did you
Uh,
fold when I 3-bet king?
All right, guys. Andrew here is playing
Grinding.
the old
Double bonus is what we're working on. Yeah.
All right, guys. Ask me anything about Andrew. I'll tell you the truth. Go.
This is gonna be good.
Fire it up. Let's go. What do you guys
Guys.
want to know?
How come there's no downvote dislikes thing on the counter there?
Andrew. What a goddamn dick this guy is.
Anyway, there you go. Here's your chance to. When's the last time Andrew smashed? Do you know the answer, Brad?
I don't know.
Educated
Well, how are you
guess?
supposed to? How are you supposed to give the people the answers that they crave? You don't even know.
So like, I mean, look at this fucking face. Look at this goddamn
Show the left
face you
forearm.
got here.
We got 3 aces.
Within the last couple hours, obviously. Jesus Christ.
We got 3 aces.
All right,
You
let's
guys
go.
wanna sweat
Next
it?
question.
Here, sweat this.
Go.
Let's sweat this action.
Here you go.
We got 3 aces. We get a 4th ace. I'll buy Brad a shot.
No one goes. It's like
Here we go. Just making sure I'm holding all 3 aces.
Oh!
Brad's getting a shot. Brad's getting a shot. We got 4 aces. Look at that. Live here on YouTube from the South Point in Las Vegas. It's still going.
4 aces. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, that's like not real. That doesn't happen on
I
often.
wish I was playing higher stakes, but hey, we'll take it, y'all. We will take it.
shit. Oh
I didn't
shit.
pay
Oh
out.
shit.
That was pretty epic, actually. Wow.
That was actually pretty cool.
All right, Brad's getting a shot.
What's the shot gonna be?
Brad,
What is
Alright.
the shot of choice?
You're up,
so excited to drink more.
We're up $188. Let me switch this around real quick and show you guys the result. There you go. I'm in for $100. Easy money. Easy money at the meetup games, you guys. 4 aces.
I think your birthday last year? When's your birthday? Soon, right?
Okay.
What kind of shot you want, Brad?
You really?
Yeah, yeah. Let me see it. Let me see first. All right. I gotta go back a ways so don't like look.
All right. So.
I'm cashing out.
All right.
Yeah.
Dan's got a shot at me here.
Hold on, hold on.
I don't know what it is, but it was my 30th birthday. Shit. It's okay.
You thought this was your vlog. I was like Snapchatting and he just thought he was talking into the camera like it was his vlog.
I mean, I guess you can show it. Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't think I want to.
Okay. If you guys are here, I don't know what you're doing here. Andrew just hit quads. This is me and
You
Dan.
get a shot.
Dan, cheers, man. I gotta fucking.
Yeah, you gotta take a shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man. I don't want a shot. I'm done.
Yeah, but you don't want it, but you have to after he hit quads. It's the only right thing to do.
Guy hit quads.
And he
so,
called it before it.
So you gotta just take a shot for that, huh?
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, you called it.
Way to go, man. Good seeing you, bud. Good playing with you. I'll see you at the win on November 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Yeah, for sure. Easy games.
Good seeing you, bud. Take care.
I'll take a shot if
Dude, I
Andrew
hope
takes a
you
shot.
won the costume contest.
No.
Did you guys ever?
I'm here for the beer.
Did you guys ever dish out the
I'm
the
here
winner?
for the beer.
The costume winner?
I think he's probably still over there. He's probably still doesn't even know he's got $200.
When do I find out if I won the dinner? Hashtag mug.
Probably the only guy who did that. So
I don't believe that for a second.
I'm
You down to
kind
do
of
a
do
shot?
actually.
If they do, I will. But
I'm right there.
How about Brad and I take it?
I live right next door, and I'm
Hey,
Can't turn that down.
one more customer activity.
Congratulations. Hey, that was kind of epic. How about that? Quads, easy game. Not going to go buy an escort for a quickie. Probably not going to happen. But you're right. Nimi gets quads one way or another every session. We did it. We did that. Easy game. Why is Andrew glexing? I don't know what that means, glexing. Brad, I'm bringing you, Nimi, and Vibes Uzo for Christmas at the Maryland Live Mug. You'll love it. I've had Uzo, direct from the source. Have you ever had Uzo?
No.
No? This Greek licorice tasting clear liquor or liqueur, one of the two.
Then yeah, probably.
I'm a fan. I dig it. He meant flexing. No, I don't think I was flexing either. I wasn't flexing in the background.
Yeah, he is. You're getting big, man.
I'm trying. I'm trying a little bit. I'm trying to make some things happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for saying so there. Good luck from Dubai. That's very cool. Thanks, Mohammed. Ever been to Sugar House in Philly? You ever been to Philadelphia?
Oh yeah, hate it.
Where are you from?
I'm from Portland, Maine.
You been to Philly, or was that a joke?
No, I've been to Philly a bunch. I've been all over the East Coast.
Okay.
No, Philly it's a cool city. I'm a Braves fan, and I've only ever been there really for Braves games. So
Okay.
TBS.
You went to
Growing up?
Philly.
Yeah, me too. Yes.
You went to Philly for Braves games. Just hardcore.
and like just stopping through to Atlantic City and stuff. Yeah,
That's cool.
Worst sports city to watch games. Philly.
Philly's a
I'd
fun,
rather go
Philly's
to
just a funny
Oakland
city.
than
It's
Philly.
really passionate.
I've never been to Pennsylvania.
I've only ever been to Philly, so.
Hey man, I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
I'm Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin, good to meet you.
What?
Nice to meet you. There's a lot of people that are walking behind you and like pointing and laughing.
Everybody's got the cowboy hat on, and then I was just like, I thought I was gonna almost fit in. I almost wore the cowboy hat with this too.
I don't know. I think they're enjoying your presence in general.
I mean, I got the cowboy boots on.
Do we have that on camera? Yeah, we do have that on camera.
You have a hot tub?
We got quite a crew over here, you guys. We got a shot coming Brad Owens' way.
I would have been over there every night.
No, it sounds terrible. It sounds like real bad.
What does?
Shot.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, we will postpone the shot.
Yeah. Next time.
The shot's gonna be
Next
postponed.
Yeah.
All right. Next live stream.
No
Brad
needs
Owen. There's two things that are gonna happen on the next live stream. One, Brad Owen is gonna do a shot, and we owe a shout out to somebody. Scott Robinson. We owe a shout out to Scott Robinson.
Shout out to Andrew Nemi's
All right, let's wrap this up. If there's
best
not gonna be
friend.
any shot-
Andrew Nemi's best friend. Who's your best friend?
what is happening?
These are
There's a lot of
Jamin Bond.
The best.
people- James Bond.
James Bond.
There's a lot of people that are congregating over there.
Straight from Chicago. James
don't know
Bond.
why
He's
you wanna
coming
be
out to
vlogging
Grayton.
this.
Is he? What? I don't think so. No, I don't think
Who's
so.
coming out to
All
Grayton?
right, we're gonna wrap this up, you guys.
We're gonna wrap this up,
Thanks so much
guys.
for hanging out. 201 minutes.
Too many minutes.
It was profitable. It was fun. We got cringy.
I literally have no fucking clue where these dollars go that are donated. Like I don't know if they're
stop.
if I ever seen them. Like I really don't
That's
know.
just because they disappear into the massive
no,
pile. Because Brad Owens
no,
YouTube revenue.
No, I have no idea where the dollars go. I think they go to me. I'm not sure.
It's,
If they do, I appreciate it.
Oh, I have no idea where all of this money goes.
No, I really don't know though. Like I really have
All
no
right.
clue.
Gotta run, guys. I'm out of here. We're wrapping it up. Brad
Andrew
Owens loves you.
Stud, this guy, I love this guy.
Thanks for having me on your
He's
channel,
the
Brad.
best. Hey, Andrew, stop trying to quit it.
No, I was trying to
I
show
love
the
this
rest
guy.
of the crew.
He was trying to quit this channel.
Showing the rest
hey,
of the
Andrew.
Showing the rest of the crew. We got Dan. We got Kevin. Is that right? Kevin. From Reno.
Dallas. Whoa, Reno. Yeah. Fake names.
Reno,
We got-
Dallas, whatever.
We got the Coors Light
all
crew.
the same thing.
Hang on.
Very
The
close.
Coors Light crew over
Very
here.
close.
That's the Coors Light crew. They're not paying attention. They don't give a fuck.
Not sure where the dollars donated go, but we appreciate it very much.
All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you at the next meetup
I
game.
think
See you
they
at the next
go
live
to
stream.
Google.
All right, guys. Peace. Adios. Be nice to each other. That's my message to the world. Okay, bye.
And it's got a great message.
Bye.